help you?
Yeah, I'd like to cancel my mail.
There's nothing wrong with it. Just own it. Just own it.
Oh, no. I don't think you get me. I want out. Permanent.
What are we doing? Where are you going at 6 o'clock in the morning that you gotta ride my, you know what?
I'll handle this, Violet. Why don't you take your 3-hour break?
Mailmen do it better. Rain or shine, I bring that pressure. Mailmen do it better. Roots in the street, them routes on your header. From the toast to the podcast, no off-day vibes. Game time, playing, man, I always deliver live. Mailmen do it better. Work boots on with that Cowboys pride.
Post-game show is brought to you by Christ, I can't find it. The hell with it.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. Day 2 of the NFL Combine. Getting ready for the draft. We are live. Me and Joe Boo Sports is Mark Holmes. What's up, Mark? Go live, brother.
There we go. What's up? So, how are we doing today?
We're doing good. We are doing good. Sorry, everybody. We got enthralled in a conversation. I just got home from work, and Mark just got out of his work and just turned on the combine. But before we get what's going on the field here, so what's up? Any news? Any news that we want to talk about first? We know what news, right?
Well, the first news is where's all my haters at? Where are all the guys that want to just talk? They want a piece of me. You know. Where's Jimbo? Where's Ultra?
Jimbo's over here. He says hi.
What is Ray? No. What's that jackass from the Eagles? Bill. No. What's his name? Let's see.
Loyal's in the house.
Ronnie, Richard, Rundover. Oh, Rob. Where's Rob?
Oh, Rob A. Yeah, Rob A. He texted me this morning.
He's an F. He's a failure.
Rob A. texted me this morning. We really got into more good. I'm like, yeah, you did. They love it.
Why?
They love it.
Let me ask you, what have I ever done to Rob? Well, it's not like I go on his show.
I don't think he hates you. I think he just hates your football takes.
But he comes at you to say,
I know.
He's excited about somebody he don't even know. Why?
You should feel honored that you get that type of emotion out of a diehard, a very knowledgeable football fan. Just because we disagree, that's where people get the wrong idea. Just because me and Mark don't agree a lot, that doesn't mean that I don't know or he doesn't know. We all have our own takes. We all really don't know, do we? We all really don't know what the hell's going on. We have an idea, but we don't know what's going on behind the curtain over there at the Star or at One Novacare Way or anything. So, but anyway, we were talking about George Pickens, Mark, and
yes.
Give everybody the news.
Well, okay, like we all knew that he was going to get the franchise tag, okay? And it's not necessarily like they're saying, we want you to prove it again. Basically, Stephen Jones is going around saying, we didn't want to risk losing him in free agency. And you may remember years ago when Amari Cooper was first a free agent?
Yes.
He actually he went to Washington, and Washington actually offered him a contract, and he came back and he signed with the Cowboys for less. Typically, that's what the Cowboys always like to do, is let you go out there and find the deal, and, then we'll decide if we're going to match it or not. But they've seemed to be a little bit worried about last year, Osin Digizua, losing him, and now George Pickens as well. So, I was reading to you. Well, let me see if I can find it real quick. He said, Stephen Jones said, I'm not going to put a timetable on it. We're going to be living in the moment right now, but we want to get a long-term deal. And Stephen Jones is going all over the place. In fact, here's what it said. I believe we can get a deal done with Brandon. We'll continue to roll up our sleeves, and hopefully maybe we'll get the thing done in the next week to 10 days. That's what he said on Aubrey. It's changed. I done lost it now. Damn. Oh, we're not putting a time frame on this. The most important thing is live in the present. Since when they started living in the present, they're always in the future, worried about the future.
Deadlines make deals. You know.
Yeah. Stephen Jones talks about the decision to franchise, and here, in fact, let's hear from Stephen Jones himself. Here we go.
This the beginning though, with you talking about George, or it's a franchise tag?
Absolutely. I mean, we're not putting any time frame on this. I mean, the most important thing is live in the present. We think we just love that George is going to be back. Jerry had a great visit with him yesterday. He was fired up that he wasn't going to be going anywhere. And we all understand too, you know, economically, guys probably would prefer a long-term deal, but the franchise tag, you know, economically is not bad either. But he was very fired up about his future with us. We felt like he wanted to be in Dallas. He certainly said that to Jerry yesterday. Jerry was just said he was on cloud nine that he was going to be a Cowboy again.
All right, Stephen Jones here on the Rich Eisen. This the beginning though, with you talking about George, or it's a franchise?
Well, you played the clip. Let me just expound upon that real quick. He goes, go ahead. What happened?
No, I said he said a lot in 45 seconds.
He did. Now, just real quick, did they actually franchise Micah, or it didn't get that far? It didn't get that far, right? They never.
Because he was still in the 5th year. He was the 5th year option.
Right. So, okay. So this is different. And we'll get to what we think. I don't know really what Mark thinks. I'll get into what I think. But let me just expound upon what Pickens said. This is Pickens. He said, I don't want to play anywhere but the Cowboys. That's what we expected. It was all good. He says, George was fired up, excited. So, again, and then it seems hard to believe that Pickens would be fired up about receiving the franchise tag. He would truly be fired up if the Cowboys can work out a long-term deal. No shit, Sherlock. I get that. But I just want everybody, George Pickens made, I think, $8 million in total. That's total, not counting what the agent gets. That's not counting what Uncle Sam gets. You know, so the fact that he's going to make guaranteed right now, he just signed a check. Now he's got to get a weekly check. He gets no signing bonus. He's going to make $28 million. For George Pickens, that does mean something. But I believe, and I want Mark's opinion, I believe they get a long-term deal.
You understand, $1.5 million per game.
Yeah, but I believe a long-term deal will be done. Now, do you? Because there is a school of thought. I know Ultra was texting the group text earlier saying this is perfect for the Cowboys, because if somebody offers him $40 million, and we could talk about that too, that we are in line for 2 first-round draft picks.
Nobody's going to do that. Okay, listen. Here's the reality in football. Either you give up draft picks or you give up money. You can't give up both. You can't give up 2 number ones and $40 million.
But the non-exclusive tag, how does that work? Explain it to everybody. You know.
This is, again, they can get him with 2 first-round picks. That's the only way they're getting them. That would be Joey Galloway. No, I'm sorry. This is exclusive. The non-exclusive would have been $24 million.
Right.
So no, nobody can get him. Nobody can get him. Not unless the Cowboys say we're going to sign you and trade you.
So okay, so
his career earnings are $8.75 million.
And that, like I said, the taxes. Uncle Sam gets how much of that? Yeah, he was in Pittsburgh, the state of Pennsylvania. 5%. So the state of Pennsylvania has what we call a city wage. Well, Philadelphia has a city wage tax, which is even higher. So my father worked there for years. So again, he's not going anywhere, but there is a school of thought out there. I don't know whether he's going anywhere, Mark. I can't, tell everybody this is what's happening. I can, because I kind of got thrown for a loop, right, with Micah last year. Did we not?
Yeah, we really did.
We kind of were lied to for months, smartly enough. You know
what? I don't think they lied to us for months. I think that shit just broke down. I think when Micah went to sleep on the bench out there, that was the final straw. It was just like, fuck him.
Right.
I'm sorry. Jerry has a lot of blame to take on this, but you can't do that.
Well, me and you differ on that. Remember, I'm on the Cowboys side of this. I know you were on the Micah side. You didn't, we don't have to rehash it, but we were on the different sides of that.
I've evolved on that one.
Yeah, I'm not going to die on a hill over it. I don't really know. All I do know, and this is the last thing I'll say about Mike is
somebody says on the Cowboy, it says non-exclusive tag. Okay.
What's that?
Wistone 97 said Cowboys website says
it's non-exclusive.
Then that should be 24 something.
I heard non-exclusive. Let me look. Cowboys officially placed the non-exclusive. I have the number here. The non-exclusive franchise tag on wide receiver George Pickens, which will carry a $27.298 million. So less than $28 million. So the NFL announced the official franchise tag transition numbers on Friday. So I could pull them up here. It's 27.2, so it's less than the 28 for the non-exclusive. And the exclusive, and the NFL set the 2026 salary cap at 301.2,
I am wrong.
301.2, Mark. That's lower than what they were projecting. It's a bump, but not the 307, 308 that they were hinting at.
So franchise tags.
What's up, Primetime Phil? What's going on, brother? Ultra Cowboy, Dan's in the house, Philly D.
I'm confused on here because, so the transition tag is 23.852. The regular tag is 27.298.
All right, here I have the
franchise tag is exclusive.
Well, let me read what I have here. Non-exclusive tags are set at a higher of the sum of the previous 5 franchise tags at a player's position divided by the salary caps for those years, or 120% of the player's salary. That's where they got that number. Players who receive the tag can sign offer sheets with other clubs, and their original team receives 2 first-round picks if they choose not to match the offer. So that's Ultra's point is somebody could sign him, but they have to give up 2 1s, and Dallas has a choice to whether they. I'm sorry, but 2 1s.
No, okay. The only team that was dumb enough to give up 2 number 1s for a wide receiver on that case.
Dallas.
Joey Galloway.
It's Joey Galloway.
Joey freaking Galloway, okay? Nobody's so desperate for a wide receiver that they're going to give up 2 number 1s.
Now, the exclusive franchise tags are also available. The salary set at a greater of the top 5 salaries. No player who had received the transitional tag at this point. So anyway, the non-exclusive is a good thing because it only takes one dumbass, right? If you're let me pose this question to you. I know the combine's going on and I'm watching it, but Mark, if the New England Patriots can't lure A.J. Brown, let's say Howie Roseman says hell to the nah. A.J. Brown, 29 years old, right? Or soon to be. I don't know. Put it in the comments. I know he's not 29. All right. Maybe he's 28. Whatever he is. Maybe he's 27. I don't know. But is it possible that you would give up 31? And if you're in New England and you're thinking that you're going to be in the mix next year, you're giving up 2 bottom of the round first-round picks.
Still, I don't. Okay,
I'm just saying.
That's hypothetical. But I don't think anybody is going to give up 2 number 1s for a wide receiver. That the Cowboys were the dumbest.
D'Angelo said he should because he's only. And listen, all I'm saying is now let me flip it on you. Let's say New England does. What you own? You are Stephen Jones. What are you doing?
Well, George, we love you and everything else. But
all right.
If it's $40 million that we have to pay you in a contract, let me see. Let me look.
I don't know if it's 40. It don't have to be 40.
Let me look in my wallet here and see if
it could be 37 in Dallas.
Okay. Well, if it's 37, that's still quite a bit of cheddar right there. I'm not sure that I want to go ahead and spend that much because I could say over here I get me 2 first-round picks,
Right.
or right here I got me I got to spend $37 million, 2 first-round picks, and I get to keep my money.
Yeah.
What would you do?
What would I do? I take the 2 first-round picks. Bye. See, I have an itchy trigger finger. I love drafting, but to Ultra's point, primetime Phil as well. These are, and this is what I always say after, especially this year, everybody after the top 14, 13, I would say after the top 12 guys, maybe 10 guys, they're all second-round picks to me. So you know what I mean. There's only. Each year, and what I mean by that, everybody, each year there's only so many first-round graded players. We all know that there's 32 picks in the first round, Mark. But on any given year, the number ranges from 15 to 20, 21 is a high, somewhere in that range. This year, I don't think it's 15, but maybe it is, and I'm just looking at positional value.
Yeah, but okay, that is.
I know.
That's what you're anticipating. That's what the Mel Kipers of the world will tell you. But Charles Haley was a 4th-round draft pick. Should he have been a first rounder if you knew?
Obviously, if you were going to redraft, absolutely.
Okay, well, Dak Prescott was a 4th rounder.
You would redraft, and yes, absolutely.
So there's talented now. But
you're going right to my point. They weren't drafted in the first round.
Yeah, you just don't know for sure.
All right. Anyway, that's what happened today, people. I still think now we did hear some of the pundits out there saying $34 million to see. It's funny how we're coming back to the CD deal. We're coming back to the CD deal. What I said months ago, all from the CD deal.
I think didn't we go through it? Because I sit here and look and say, why should he take less than Scary Terry? Why should he take less than Garrett Wilson? Why should he take less than DK Metcalf, right? DK is at 32.9. And you can't look and say DK is better than George Pickens. George Pickens is younger right now. And the season that DK had, you kind of look at that and say, yeah, he should be slightly ahead of that. And if you want to look at it and say he's no CeeDee Lamb, well, he hasn't had enough time with the same kind of quarterback. You can't really judge what George Pickens from what he did in Pittsburgh because every year was a different quarterback and none of them were good.
Well, I have the top 10 in the NFL right now. Top 10 right now. Jamar Chase, Bengals, $40.25 million. Okay. Justin Jefferson, number 2. I'm sorry, Jamar 1. Justin Jefferson's number 2 drops from 40 to 35 flat, 35 mil. CeeDee Lamb is number 3 in the NFL. 34 million even. DK, number 4, 32.999. Garrett Wilson, 32. You said Terry McLaurin. He's number 6 currently at 32.3 million. 32.3. Amon-Ra St. Brown, who just signed last year.
Yeah.
30, just a tick over 30 mil. And then George Pickens has now moved up to number 10 on the list with just the tag.
Yeah.
I don't know how they compute it because it's saying 28.8 million.
Yeah, it may be that they haven't gotten that right.
Yeah. So, but you get the point.
See, here's the thing that I'll say, and I still say you go ahead of DK because
I agree with that. Yeah.
Part of the thing you have to look at with George Pickens is, would George Pickens have those same kind of numbers if it was just him without CD? And he was the number 1 guy. More than like that. Because see, CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens both benefit from having each other. You can't concentrate. You can't double team both of them.
You're right.
These guys are going to be there. And that's the same thing I say about Ryan Fenoy. Everybody's going, well, Ryan Fenoy, screw paying Pickens.
No.
No, but he benefits because those guys are getting all the attention. And so
you know who else benefits? The running game.
Game.
Yes.
It was like, yeah, we need him back. Everybody recognized.
Well, I was listening while working. I'm working the desk right now, so it was a little easier. I got, I was doing work, but listening to Schottenheimer in his interview on 105.3 today, and it is clear as day that the players are going. They are afraid that George Pickens is leaving. And you ask me why. They are afraid, Mark, that Jerry's going to get upset. The players are literally afraid that he's going to make a decision, emotional decision regarding the George Pickens. I don't see that coming because there is no negotiation between George Pickens. George Pickens was smart enough to say, let my agent handle it. You know, it got off on the wrong foot. You guys know. I've said it a dozen times. You know what happened last year. So
now, Wiston says CD already proved his numbers without Pickens. Okay, I hear you, but I have to say,
well, CD's numbers went down because he was injured. Well, he missed 3 games, and they're going to go down when you have a Pickens. That's fine.
David Wiley, what's going on?
Are you
man?
Coming or what?
David, are you? Yeah, because David, I haven't heard back. You know, I sent you the text.
Ghosted Mark.
And I hadn't heard you say, yeah, I'll be there.
What's up, Drew? How you doing, buddy?
Are you on board, David? That's what I want to know. Because we got all kinds of people. If you don't want to go, there's people who are lining up that want to join us there at the cabin.
We need the chef there. Well, Mark needs him there because he can go run and grab him some more mom's spaghetti.
No, I can't eat that kind of shit no more, man. After finding out with some of the stuff that's put in food, I can guarantee you there was a lot of chemicals.
I can't eat until tomorrow, so I haven't eaten since last night. So this is my fasting day. So I'm having my coffee. There you go.
Oh, there you go. Okay, I'm sorry. I was sitting there eating in front of you before.
Dude, that doesn't bother me as long as you're not eating.
I got some of these hot peanuts, Bayou peanuts and stuff.
Farm Boy 86 with the super chat. There's a major drop after a pick 10 in any position. Farm Boy, this year even more than most, man. In my opinion, and in the opinion of those that I trust, this draft, I'm telling you, Dallas could get screwed at 12. We'll still have a good player there, but we won't get a guy that we really want. CJ Styles is just, he gonna go. The friggin' Momos are gonna end up with him. The Washington Momos are going to end up with C.J. Styles or Caleb Downs, probably one of the 2 best players of this draft. They don't deserve them. Sorry, Momo.
Anthony Sports, I was hoping this chat is safe place. Momo made me look at him with nothing on but his boots. What?
Yeah.
What?
That's only on the paywall.
Momo violated me earlier and stole my banana hammocks from my dresser drawer. What the hell is going on?
Momo, what are you doing, brother? But anyway, prime time. Guess who's coming? Guess who is coming? Yes, and Shadi did say blessed. Ultra says, Shadi said best player available. Jeremiah Love, they had they are meeting with him again. Do I think they're taking him? If he's there, they will, but I don't think he has no shot of being there. But I love that. That's how you're successful. Best player available. Sonny's in the conversation at 2. Dude is a beast. Now, just to get off the beaten path, I know we're watching the combine. Mark, don't you? I know Momo hates when guys rise just by working out in their shorts, but this dude is a beast. He set an all-time record for linebackers.
That was crazy yesterday watching him.
He looks like a man amongst boys out there. This is what he looked.
Yeah, the question will it translate to being a great player?
Well, that's the thing. His play this year was good, but not what you would think. It was good. It was really good, but it wasn't, obviously, it wasn't so,
Oh, wait a minute. What the hell happened? Anthony Sports, bro. Momo went on a tantrum earlier and we trolled him.
What's up, Momo? There you are, brother. Where you
I
at?
laughed until I peed myself. What the hell?
Momo's rants get epic. Sonny Styles, they're gonna knock him when it comes to getting flushed out of the blocks. A comic flick, 100%. Styles wasn't perfect this year, so he's only gonna elevate to Momo's point because of how he looks in shorts and sizing him up. So, Rolando, what's going on? Game time and Mark, what's up from Texas? Cheers. What's up, Rolando? How you doing, brother? You got Coyote in the house. Joe DeMasi. I like Arvell Reese better than Styles. They're both phenomenal players and probably should go off the board between 1 and 5, Joe. Philly D, yeah. Again, it's thanks, brother. He says, I made a video the other day about the tush push. Isn't that funny, Mark? How nobody's bitching about it now. Wonder why that is. Joe Tranchina from Italy. What's up, Joe? How you doing?
Wheels fall off the sucker.
Well,
You know,
Eagles.
now it's scrutinized.
Yeah.
The plays are, you're seeing, Hurts fumble the football, and the offensive line of theirs is now shit.
Right.
So it's not as effective as it was. So, yeah, we don't hate you quite so much.
Right. Yeah.
You didn't win a Super Bowl because of it this year.
So you're telling me that it's not a dangerous play anymore?
It's still dangerous.
Well, that's what's a joke about it, Mark. They were using the fact that they couldn't stop it. It was always a dangerous play. Now it's not effective, and it's like, well, we don't care about the player's health. It was never about the health, right?
Here's the thing, though. You have to wonder, are part of the problems they're having with their offensive linemen, their guards, Landon Dickerson, if him being tied up in the middle of all that shit.
Very possible.
Him up. He's had 14 operations, and he's literally walking wounded.
It's very possible. Farm Boy, any quarterback drafted in the first round or later will be back up in 3 years. In the first round or later will be back up. I don't love the quarterbacks. Even I like Mendoza. Don't love him. I like him. I think he's a winner. So that's great and all, but I think it's a little down as far as all the traits. But it's funny. McCoy, the cornerback out of Tennessee, is not working out today. Again, he's going to have his own workout. He says he's fully healthy, but chooses not to work out. I can't draft him. I'm sorry. I cannot draft McCoy out of Tennessee, the corner, who some people have as the best corner, but he's coming off an ACL mark, did not play last year. You cannot draft him. Sorry. At least Dallas can't. You already got one guy who needs to shed the knee brace. So that's just my opinion. Momo, I want to come up and state my case about the combine. Well, that's up to Mark, man.
Come up. Come up where?
He wants to come in here and state his case about the combine.
No. Momo, go rant someplace. Did you see this Lions cornerback who is accused of kidnapping and armed robbery?
Mm-mm.
So Lions cornerback Teron Arnold.
Terry Arnold out of University of Alabama. Remember they traded up? Wow, they traded up and gave up an extra one.
It's crazy.
I think it was an extra one. Put it in the comments that I have to add that.
2 robberies at his rental property for $100K. He allegedly took the matters in his own hands. So he's accused of kidnapping and armed robbery with his friends in retaliation for the robberies.
I guess money's not enough. It's just,
bro.
Dude, didn't we talk about that? I mean, once you make, I remember Charles Barkley. Charles, any knucklehead. Charles Barkley always said, once you become rich, you can't go back home anymore. You know what I mean? You can't, unfortunately, as much as you try. There have been some. I know, who was it that played for the Pistons actually bought, maybe John Sally. I don't know if it was John Sally. I don't know. But one of the Pistons, it was Chris Webber. Webb, I think he ended up going back to where he grew up and building a mansion on it, just like a regular street. But normally you can't go back home. Why? Everybody's got their hand out. You can't. You're going to get in bad trouble. You're going back to where you.
Michael Vick got in trouble hanging with his guys, as well as
Momo was on a rant in my chat. And he's screaming from the highest mountain. And this is what I'm talking about, Mark. This is about the BS combine.
Well, you know what? If you don't like it, why do I have to share your problems? Okay, why is it that you feel that?
Momo, text me your size, brother.
That, if you have a fight with your wife, you're going to share it with me too on my channel, that you got to go off on that? Come on, man. I happen to enjoy what I'm watching. If you don't like to watch it, then don't watch us watch it.
Well, Hallie Pierce says, I don't know if my ears can take Momo's version of the truth. I'm out of gauze.
He's just mad because his team every year looks at players and then does a shit job at drafting.
Thank God. Ultra says Christian Parker. I did see that as well. He spoke glowingly about Maris moving to outside linebacker. Again, this is where Maris, you're going to get Easy as Araku. These are all guys that are going to play standing up at times. It's exciting. I'll be curious to see how it's going to come together, though. I need to see it, but, go live, says Eagles Drew to Momo.
Wow, Stephen Jones is actually.
I don't mind bringing Momo on for a little bit, but this is Mark's call here. This is about the combine.
Take a nap. I'll just turn the volume up.
Well, he wants to talk to you and give you his 2 cents of why, the combine's BS. Now, looking at the combine, I guess they ran their 40s, guys.
Wait. Let me call bullshit now. So didn't he say he wanted to come to the draft with us?
Momo?
Yeah.
I don't ever remember him saying he wants to come to the draft next year. Next year.
Oh, I thought he wanted to come up this year.
No, he wants to come next year to Washington, D.C.
Okay.
I believe. If I'm wrong, Momo, please put it in the chat.
Actually,
hey, Logan.
To the draft.
What's up, Chris?
Then how can you go to the draft and not watch the combine?
Yeah, I don't know.
If you want to bring Momo on, by all means, go right ahead.
No, I'm not. No, it's me and you. It's if you're against it. What's up, Arturo? I mean, I don't know what he could possibly say that we haven't heard.
What a threesome. Okay. By all means, go ahead and have the threesome.
All right, Momo, you got 5 minutes. I don't know how to. You can set. Well, you can set.
5 minutes. Can I
don't have his email. You can send him the link.
I don't have it.
Oh wait, I do have his email. I do. All right, Momo, you get ready. You get 5 minutes to state your case, then get the F out. No, I'm joking. I'm playing, Momo. Let me look. I don't know if I do. I probably do. New email. Paste. Oh, I do. All right, let's see what you have. You got a short time. Anthony Sports, what's up? Momo is mad these guys aren't in banana hammocks. Yeah. I seldom wear underwear, and when I do, it's usually something unusual. What movie? What movie's that from? It won't be long, Jimbo. Relax. I got people bailing. Walker Wade. Wade wants in. See, this is what happens. You get one at a time. One at a time. You can have your 2 cents. Here's
okay.
Like a lot of people were saying D'Angelo Pons, number 25. Mark, look at this guy at the combine right now. He was with Indiana. I don't see it in the NFL. He's 5'8", not even, $180. Do you see a guy that size being able to be successful in the NFL?
Gerald Green?
Okay. Was he? I mean, I guess that would be the best possible comp, and I think Darryl Green was taller than 5'8", wasn't he?
Darryl Green, I've met Darryl Green. He wasn't very tall.
Well, listed height anyway. Let's see. Here he is. Start the clock. Ready? Here we go, everybody. The clock has started. There you go. 5 minutes. There he goes. Momo rants.
He was listed at 5'9".
Okay. So see.
He's listed at 5'9".
Wow.
Okay,
this guy's listed at 5'8". We'll see what he actually is. There you go, Momo. The floor is yours. The man.
Okay, here's my thing. And we love to talk about this combine is the all be all. No, it's not.
Whoa.
Let me finish. I like to finish. I like to finish. You say you was gonna say nothing, you're gonna turn it down. Do what you say you was gonna do, Mark. Here's the thing. There's tape out there. They got tape for all these guys from high school to college. So watch, the combine is not a big deal because half these players, some of these players might not even make a roster. But y'all want to sit here and think this is the all becoming NFL. Remember when the NFL didn't have a combine? It worked out fine.
When did they start the combine? Because I remember Charles went to the combine, and that was
Did Dal Green go to the combine?
1985.
Let me read the super chat. Momo, they discontinued pennies. Nobody wants your 2 cents. It ain't worth nothing. Dirty Sanchez.
I'm just what I'm saying to y'all guys is.
Well, I have my thought on that.
Because
told you.
Yesterday game time, they were doing offensive linemen.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Well, I agree with that, but like I brought up to Mark,
They started in 1982.
It is good to know how.
It is today.
Listen, it is good to know your wheels as an offensive lineman, but I could assure you, NFL scouts aren't drafting linemen because of their 40-yard dash. But as you saw with Larry Allen, Jason Peters in his heyday, and others, these guys were. That's what maybe separated them. Remember, Larry Allen was drafted out of Sonoma State, and he killed it right at the combine. So maybe it does elevate, and in Larry Allen's case, it helped. Now, I think more importantly, Momo, the combine is not about what you're watching. It's about the medicals, because each player goes in and they get MRI'd, everything. They get a full medical one time, and that report is released out to 32 ball clubs. That's the way it should be done. You know, these guys will be glowing if every club wanted to go and have them go to LabCorp.
So
what I mean.
The combine is nothing but a glorified track meet.
It is, but
Momo, stop. I don't know why.
I think the problem
I just told you what it
players
was.
like they cattle is disrespectful, Mark.
What's disrespectful?
I say it's disrespectful. You say it's a good thing. I say the opposite.
First of all, you show how stupid and
No. We're not doing that. We're not doing that, Mark. Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. We could disagree. Don't come at me sideways with that, Mark.
Momo,
I told you, don't do that.
Listen, Momo. First of all,
I don't. So let's be fair here now. Don't do that,
Momo. You come in here and say that the combine is the be all end all. Who said that the combine is the be all end all? Because anybody who is in the NFL thinks that all I got to do is look at what somebody does in the combine should not have a job in the NFL. The combine is a tool where you get a chance. You may watch film, like you said. Yeah, you've seen film on this guy from high school to college and everything else. But this is the opportunity for the teams to meet with the player one-on-one. For example, Christian Parker did some installs with some of the linebackers to put them in situations to say, what would you do here? This is your opportunity to meet them. Is the guy intelligent? Is the guy, happy-go-lucky? Does the guy actually like football? This is only a tool to get some one-on-one.
I have no problem with that, Mark.
Now, if you think, and here's where people get in problems, because there's always the workout warriors where somebody comes through and they just blow your mind away, and all of a sudden the talking heads say, oh, he should be the number one pick because he ran a 4.40. Okay, those are the idiots. No NFL team looks at just the combine and says, this is why we got to draft.
No, I'm not saying that. It's just I get that. And what you said, I have no problem with them interviewing a player, asking them questions.
Momo, you got your chance. Let me talk, because here's what you also
only got 5 minutes, Mark.
Momo, okay, I'll give you a chance to rebut, okay? And Lord knows we've seen your butt. Listen, just like when you were in high school and kids do today, you do SAT prep, right?
Right.
That way you're getting ready to take this test. Well, all
Right.
these players have worked from the time they stopped playing college football. They've been working on their 40, their stance and everything else, and their form and everything, and getting to be the best that they can be in the testing. Okay. And nobody goes through here and just decides on we're going to draft a guy because he ran a great 40. Now, they may look at it and say, this guy knows a lot more than I thought he did. They may go ahead and, finish off and say, yeah, we
All
were
right,
right.
we're at 6 minutes here.
But
We're at 6 minutes.
But nobody comes in here and says, we're just going to rate a guy just on the combine. And to say that it's a waste, they don't have any other.
It's a tool, Momo. Like, I know I think Momo's old school and he don't want any of this BS. I get it. But it is a tool. Real quick, Eagles Drew with the super chat. Time is up, Momo. Get out of here. Real quick before Momo, I'll give him his final words. I did pin his channel up at the top.
I did take some of his time. I did take some of his time. I said,
he's going to stay a couple minutes, but I'm saying go show him some love because love him, agree with him, disagree with him, hate him. It doesn't matter. He has his opinion. So Joe DeMassi says, get him out. Momo, final words.
Here's the final words. I have no problem. Okay, I have no problem with the tool that NFL had developed since 1982. But I have no problem with somebody, hey, at this scheme and this point in the game, I have no problem with you saying, Mark. That's not what I'm talking about. When people talk about the combine, they don't talk about the interviews. They don't talk about the interviews. They talk about what? The slavery mentality that poking players. I hate that.
Okay.
Well, I hate it. And then, so the final word I'm going to say to this, because you ain't got to hear my mouth ever again, Mark. The final word is that fuck the NFL and fuck this league. Goodbye. I'm out.
Bam. See you, Momo. There it is, everybody. Again.
I know what he's doing, right?
I know what he's doing.
Trying to build the controversy here.
I know.
Go watch.
I wonder who told him that. I wonder who taught him that.
Mark Holmes.
Yeah,
okay.
Mark Holmes told him. Anyway,
rant right now. I was over there on
if anybody has something that big a deal, yeah, a little. If anybody has something that important to say, you're welcome. You just got to state your case. Momo stated his case. You may not agree with it. Again, that's how it works.
Here's the thing, and Momo, if you're watching, Momo's problem isn't the combine. Momo's problem is people who have no, say in what goes on in the NFL, their perspective of the players. That's what he's saying. Well, people are thinking, what this guy did here to combine, it's like, okay, but that's not the NFL teams. The teams, every one of these guys that they're looking at, they've got film and everything else. This is just another test along the way to get to know the guy.
Right. What's up, Xavier? What's up, Lloyd?
Nobody drafts a guy purely by just what they did in the combine.
Momo was going live in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, exactly, Drew. Facts, Jimbo. He doesn't even know about the Commanders roster. I hear you. What's up, Dan? How you doing, brother? Arturo says the NFL is much of a mental when it's a physical. You got to be a smart and when schemes and things. I think that's understated, Art. Mark, I mean, everybody likes to break stones, but when you're traded mid-year, especially even wide receiver, George Pickens, what he did last year was phenomenal. Now, he didn't run a big route tree. I think they need to, if he stays this year or long-term, he would be even better if he ran more routes. I don't think that was his fault.
Yesterday talking about that he wants, with George Pickens, they want to move him around more to do more things, to really open up. Basically he was saying, last year was getting the feet wet in the offense. This year is about taking it to the next level with him, and moving him around is what they're looking at doing. And I love that.
Yeah. Jim Rimberly, what's up, brother? How are you? Mark, as we sit here 55 days away from the draft, again, the warm weather's coming, and we need warm weather because after Detroit, I can't deal with, it was a little too nippy for me. It was a good spot. I know Phil, thank God I came prepared. Phil wore my gloves and my, like these South Florida guys are a little soft, but, he was okay. But we need it to be nice weather when we're in Pittsburgh. I made a comment to Mark. I said, as it stands now, we're like, we'll stream, but we don't have a pick day too.
We don't at the moment, but we can watch what everybody else does.
Yeah, we'll be there, but I'm just mean.
Well, maybe we're in Panani Brothers just kind of kicking back.
Maybe we'll be eating
our 2 first-round draft picks, how they're going to fit. Or we can be watching Randy.
Well, yeah, we got to get that. We got to get that chat going. Randy wants, you got Michael Anthony Fitness Gig Economy wants to get money. So Randy's just ready to give up his money. So get his money.
The funniest thing is, it's not Mike's money, but he's worried about it.
Yeah. I know. But yes, Momo is live already.
Is he?
Fucking unbelievable. God, Limo, you just went live. Jimbo, see? He's siphoning.
Well, that's the game he's played. So he comes.
All right, well, guess what?
Drops the grenade, and then he knows people are watching, and it's like, oh, okay, what Momo just went live. What is he saying? So people will go over. Hey, don't be mad at the player. Be mad at the game.
I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. But anyway, let's try to hone in here. Now we're doing broad jumps here. Brandon Cisse, I don't know. He's more of a Cowboys fit to me. You heard Christian Parker talk about being liking guys. You always want length, if at all possible. Just an interesting story. Christian Parker said,
we like that kind of length.
Yeah, you got Jerry in the back with a ruler right now. Christian Parker said that Cooper DeJean is the smartest and quickest decipher of defense, read and react that he's ever been around. So, again, we need some of that. What's your thought on it's heating up that Nakobe Dean to the Cowboys? Are you okay with that? I'm a little skeptical of that. I'm scared of it.
I tell you, I don't have a problem with his ability. It's the... Are we getting another?
Cisse has attitude issues.
It's going to be a guy that's going to be injured and not there. I don't have a problem with it, depending on how much it costs. But although it's not my money, so why do I worry about it?
Right.
I know he's better than Kenneth Murray. I know he's better than Sandbags.
This is where you have to trust the D coordinator. But we've been down this road before, right? Where
they always bring in some of the guys that they know.
Yeah, so you're going to expect a couple guys. What 2 guys? I don't know. Rumors are that Nakobe Dean and him are very, very, very close. It makes sense. Nakobe Dean is arguably the second, maybe. Right now, he's still probably the second best linebacker on the team behind Zach Bond, but maybe third after Campbell gets going a little more. Is it Campbell? Anyway, the Eagles' first-round pick from last year. Jihad. So it makes sense. I don't think that he's going to fit salary-wise, but, we'll see. Anything can happen. If they want him, they can keep him. But, it seems like there's something going on.
Yeah, well,
Philly D says, I don't want Dean playing in Dallas. Can't lie. So, interesting. Jalen Thompson from Arizona. I like him. He's on the screen now, right?
The thing is a lot of times.
Oh, no, that's McNeil.
People will get laser focused on one guy, and Nakobe Dean is a name that you've heard so many times that people are just kind of like stuck on there. But there are other guys that are going to be out there that are really good players that people just don't know. And this is where you've got to trust the coaching staff that you have, which has coaches that have been all over the place from college to the NFL.
Right.
Their eyes may be finding a diamond in the rough that ends up being a guy that's really good for you. A lot of times we've been very fortunate where we've signed guys and people are like, why are we signing this bum? And it turns out they end up playing really well in the system that we have. I can remember a guy like George Selvey.
Selvey, good name. I forgot about George Selvey.
In 4 years had like 3.5 sacks. It was on like 4 teams. And he came here and had 7 sacks. Rodney Stepaway, good pickings, picking Pickens. Okay. That was a tongue twister if I ever
Holden
got.
says Jalen Thompson, free
Picking.
agent safety from Arizona.
But so, he came in. He had 7 sacks for us, and nobody was like, "Yeah, we got George Selvey. He got paid to go to the Giants." A guy like Randall Cobb, who everybody thought was washed, he came to Dallas, got us 800 yards receiving. So there are guys out here that if you find the right ones and put them in a system that they know, that can perform. And so that's where you got to trust the coaches that you've hired here to hopefully be able to do that.
Sack numbers can be deceiving, says Philly D. Ultra says Dean would be a huge upgrade for the Cowboys. He's a top 3 blitzing linebacker. Yeah, and I think more importantly, he's familiar with Christian Parker. He would wear the green dot. Again,
that's kind of crazy to me is the fact that the Cowboys did a formal interview with Clab Downs, who is a safety. The Cowboys have never believed in drafting safeties high at all. I'm kind of actually mystified that they would even consider a safety. Does that kind of mystify you?
Why would it mystify you, Mark?
Because they don't believe in it. It's kind of like one technique guys. We've always never believed in those guys. Now, unfortunately, when they finally decided to get one,
but that was wrong. Yeah, but that was wrong. That's wrong thinking. And this goes into positional value. The safety doesn't. This is what and you're right, Mark. Dallas always looks at their pick, or at least they have in the past, and say, okay, they look at what they would get, like free agents and corners. They love drafting corners, edge rushers, offensive linemen, right? Wide receiver. I mean, a safety is a lower paid position, so they don't want to waste a first round pick. That goes like with the running back a little bit, unless you're, but they took Zeke, so they're willing to do it. I think Caleb Downs might be the best player in the draft. I'm just telling you, one of the best players in the draft, probably the least. That's probably the cleanest player in the whole draft is Caleb Downs. He will come in and be a force. He's just not going to make it to us. He's not. There's not many of those guys. Now, C.J. Stroud. Do you know what we need, everybody? We need Ty Simpson to have a great day tomorrow. We need the quarterback from Alabama to have a unbelievable game. I mean, unbelievable combine. That's what we need. That's what we need. We need him to somehow jump ahead of us. So somebody drops. Hey, Rhonda, how are you? Oh, Rhonda's on your chat, right? Yeah.
I want you to think about this for a second, because I'm going back to.
I love that trade, Lloyd. I love the Minkah Fitzpatrick trade. I do. And we get a second and a third round back. I love it.
You remember how bad our safeties were like 2017, 2018, 2019?
Oh, remind us.
They were awful. And
Caleb
in
Downs.
2019, we didn't have a first round pick because we traded it for Amari Cooper. We had the 58th pick, and we took Tristan Hill, who immediately had to sign a contract saying he'll show up for meetings and things.
That was Rod Marinelli.
And and here's the thing: we needed safeties, guys that were still on the board. Still,
yes, comic.
Azar Adderley, Tyler Rapp, Juan Thornhill. Those guys were all drafted in the second round after us. We needed a safety bad.
I think we ended up with Xavier Woods or something, right? Something like that. Or Julius Wood or something. I don't know. We ended up with somebody who was lower,
Yeah. And Xavier Woods.
I know we had Donovan Wilson. I believe he was a 7th. Anyway, so he played well for that. I could be wrong, but I thought he was a 7th round pick.
We had some really good safeties that were there. Basically, only one safety had gone off the board. And typically the Cowboys, when their first pick, they like to get somebody who is the top at a position.
Right.
So keep that in mind as we go through the draft. They feel if we get the
Linda
number
says, you know how bad your safeties are now? Oh, we know, Linda. 32nd in the league bad. Yes.
Yes.
So much so that you got people saying Dallas should look into C.J. Gardner-Johnson until Rob A. Smartly said that the reason why C.J. Gardner-Johnson was not in Philly anymore because his clashes with one Christian Parker. So do not expect C.J. Gardner-Johnson to be a part of the Cowboys.
I don't want C.J.
Now he's a ball hawk guy, but sometimes less is more in that type of situation. All right, we're getting ready to see the guys run. I know Momo's ranting right now about how horrible it is, but this is exciting because we're getting a corner or a safety, so maybe both. That could be our first 2 picks, Mark, a corner and a safety.
I'm okay with we end up signing a linebacker and an edge.
Yeah, well, that's why I said if you get an edge rusher, you go get 2 linebackers, right? You know. You go get I think that would go a long way. So I like Thieneman. I don't know that I would take him at 12. Dallas did not, again, Dylan Thieneman, everybody, is not a part of the formal or informal visits as of now with the Cowboys. So take that for what you will. They drafted, who did they draft? I don't know who. Put in the comments, who was the last person that they drafted that they didn't informally meet with or was a Dallas Day guy or whatever? Comlick Flick asks a question. Game time. Do you see Peter Woods going anywhere a top 11 to fill a spot? He's one of those guys he may be the best player on the board when we pick, but they're not taking a defensive tackle. They're just not, in my opinion. Now, I've seen some mocks where he goes at the end near our second pick. So Tyler Guyton was not a Dallas Day guy, Ultra. I like Freeling, Jimbo. I do. I think that would be a great a pick for the Eagles. Lamb, we didn't meet in at the combine. Okay, farm boy. But he might have been. He was a Dallas Day guy, I'm sure. Woods, not the same combine with McCoy, not at the combine, along with McCoy. Yeah, McCoy, again, he coming off an ACL. He said he was perfect, but yet he don't want to put himself next to somebody else. You don't want that look. But anyway, Clemente alert. Dallas trades out of 12, then drafts Dylan Thieneman, safety Oregon, to go shopping at 20 for an early second-round pick. Clemente, Mark would not like that. At all.
I would not like that.
You wouldn't like them trading out of the 12th pick.
I'm more in favor of trading out of the 12th pick than trading up.
It says Dallas trades out of the pick 12, then drafts Thieneman, safety from Oregon, and goes shopping at 20 and ran early. We'll see. We shall see about that. Let's look at any news here before they start running. Wow, what's going on? Falcons assistant fired amid sex assault investigation.
Damn.
There you go, everybody. Ty Simpson is out to prove he's a franchise quarterback. That's big for Cowboys. We need Ty Simpson to kill it tomorrow, to work his way into the top 10, if at all possible. Or, Mark, to use 12 as a possible trade out for a team that's trying to get up to get a Ty Simpson. You want to get in front of Pittsburgh, everybody, at 21. I think Pittsburgh's drafting 21, right behind us.
Yeah.
I'm thinking. Yeah, Pittsburgh's at 21. So that 20 pick is for sale. I brought up the Jets because they have multiple seconds, and I brought up the Rams, who have a late first and a second. So,
an Eagles report, there's strong belief the Eagles star Kobe Dean will sign elsewhere this offseason.
Makes sense.
Cowboys are favorites to land him.
Jacob Rodriguez, he actually looked better yesterday than what people thought athletically. So he may be, Dallas brought him in a trade down situation, or even I don't know that they would take him at 20, but Fernando, there he is. Mendoza. Mendoza.
John Wembley said the Cowboys are not America's team. You do realize that that's just a nickname, right? I love how people get so bent out of shape because we're, so-called America's team. I get a 49er fan who's constantly sending me stuff. You're not really America's team. We're America's team. It's like San Francisco, bro. It's like you ain't won a Super Bowl since before we did.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Who gets talked about more than the Cowboys? Who gets hated? Who gets so worked up about the Cowboys being called America's team? The Cowboys. They're always on everybody's mind. There you have it. You made the case.
Always on my mind. So. All right. Mendoza will be a difference maker for the Raiders. I only see him playing 4 or 5 times, but he's the real deal. Dave, I don't see McCoy. The Cowboys are also Canada's team. Dave Thompson, are they really Canada's team? I thought the Rough Riders or the Stampeders were Canada's team. What's that?
Running backs, quarterbacks, wide receivers, and on-field workouts tomorrow. All right, here we go.
Here we go, everybody.
Here we go.
Here we go.
So who do you think we'll get?
If I had to pick right now, I think it's going to be the cornerback of LSU at 12. I think it's Delane at 12. And I'm not. It is what it is. I'm not dying. I'm not jumping up and down. Let's put it that way. I'm not saying it's a bad pick. Would you ever want to go to the Combine, Jim? But we talked about it. But I think it's a better TV event than it is an in-person event. Right, Mark? I don't think, at least they're talking about it. I don't know.
I think if you went to the Combine, it would be more fun to see, all the people.
Right.
Between the owners, the GMs, the coaches, and things like that. More of who you're running into would be probably as much fun as actually watching the workouts on the field. I'm not sure that would be a trip that I'd say, oh my God, I got to go to the Combine. Now, that's not to say somebody like Vosh would definitely be somebody that would love to.
Yeah.
The draft, I'd rather go to the draft.
Yeah, I agree.
Do we have a report out on Momo's rants?
Yeah. What's the report on Momo's rants?
Did he go off on us and Mark disrespected me and I ain't gonna have that no more? Oh no, he's not. It was 3 hours ago that he went ballistic, so he's not on right now. Okay.
So somebody lied.
Chris May, welcome to the chat. Haters can kiss our Cowboys' ass. That's right. Ain't no one kissing shit. Y'all at the bottom of the barrel for the last 30 years. Okay. John Wembley, no, you can't super chat Momo. Unfortunately, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and X number. I can't remember how many of the watch hours it is.
Yes, exactly.
But he could set up a PayPal or a Cash App.
This is true.
So I had Momo actually one time super chat me $100.
Really?
Here's where it's crazy. Some of the shit that we're getting ripped off on is just ridiculous. So apparently he paid Apple Pay. With Apple Pay, if you do super chats on Google, they take about 30%.
30%, yes.
On top of YouTube taking 30%.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, don't do that. That's why a Pizzle always used to use just
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wait a minute. You're just the pass through and you're taking 30% Apple? Come on, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, I can understand, YouTube, we've got the platform that you put in. Okay, that makes sense. But 60% of it's gone.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's nuts.
Defensive backs and tight ends today. Is Caleb Downs working out?
No, he's not. Caleb Downs is not working out. Emmanuel McNeil-Warren, I'd like to see him. I believe he's working out. And Dylan Thieneman. So that'll be interesting. That will be interesting.
500 sub and 3,000 watch hours. Thank you, Derek.
So it's 500 subs. They dropped it?
I guess so. And 3,000 watch hours.
I agree with Mark regarding the combine. It's all about the one-on-one with coaches and players. Mark Hutchinson, a.k.a. Farmboy 86. Turn on more light here. Defensive backs and tight ends. Eagles are rumored, as per the thumbnail, to be hot and heavy for Kenyon Sadiq. Here we go, everybody. Bud Clark is the first to run a 40. 4.48, defensive back at a TCU. Bud Clark, let's see here.
4.32 is the best. Pride Jr.
Yeah.
I'm still mystified with Momo, why he's just so angry about stuff, between the Super Bowl, it's not made for regular fans, and
for a guy who doesn't seem like he likes the game. He even argued against Darryl Green. Bishop Fitzgerald is next. He rolled through the start. Let's see here. I'm going to try and stay on top of this for everybody, where these guys are.
He's got a thicker build for a DB.
Like where these guys are projected. So let's look at DB. Who was this? Bishop Fitzgerald. Is he a safety? He may not even, yeah.
Four, 5, 6. Probably a safety with that.
Yeah.
Like I said, he's got a thicker build.
Bishop Fitzgerald, safety. He's his rank per Pro Football Focus is about 183. AJ Halsey, this is a guy to look out for, even though LSU's defense was not very good. He's ranked 47th overall ranking. AJ Halsey, 6 foot 222. Ooh, that's lumbering. 4'5" though.
4.54. Look painful.
Yeah, he looks like he has some Mark Holmes knees right there.
My name is Jeff. What's up, Jeff? John Willie, Mark is a good man. He just roots for the wrong team. Thank you on that one. Aaron Glenn, you going to sleep today? They caught him nodding off yesterday.
Oh, did they? Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I think he's got one more shot.
Well, falling asleep on camera is not a good look.
Yeah. So again, we're looking for Emmanuel McNeil Warren. We're looking for Dylan Thieneman. We're looking for, in my opinion,
after Kilgore.
Yeah, we're looking for obviously DB Mansour Delane. McCoy's not running, so that sucks. This is a bigger, dude here.
Kilgore?
Yeah, he's a bigger dude. I'm curious to see what he runs. 6'1" and 3/8. They have him as a corner, but maybe he transitions to safety. Not real sure. Let's see here. Jalen Kilgore. And it does matter because if certain guys don't run a certain number, that 4.42. There you go. For his size,
he glides.
Game time, Brian. What did you raise the sensitivity level on your super chat? I didn't raise anything. How do I do that? Mark, do you know how to do that? Yeah. No, I didn't. Dirty. I didn't touch it, brother. That's all Google. You can still set. I'll have to.
Sensitivity level. What's
like if you use like curse words or something, it automatically. I'll have to go check that out, Dirty. Because I remember seeing that when I was on Jacob trying to leave a super chat, and I couldn't say the F word or anything like that.
Oh yeah, I've had that happen. Yeah.
I did not do it, brother. I wouldn't.
Rhonda Lovely Sparks says she feels great. I bet you do feel good, girl. Pause.
That's primetime Phil's girl.
Sensitivity level. What the fuck?
Yeah, the sensitivity level, especially with her in primetime. Xavier, this is
Xavier, here's your guy.
Yeah.
2.5, 208. Kind of lumber in there. That head bob, 440.
People in this position, we have no idea how much they spend on interest. Hallie, Dirty Sanchez, I was joking about the Humpty Dumpty dance and it got censored. Yeah, it's not me. I'll have to take a look at that, Dirty. I'll have to take a look at that, man.
A new YouTube thing. Cracking down.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, but I don't even know if I can change it. I wonder if we can. I don't think we could.
It's funny, they'll crack down on sensitivity on chats, but then you can kill somebody with videos out there.
Isn't that weird?
Have nooses swinging and all that, you know?
That's a great song, Hallie. VJ Payne. Prediction? Pain.
His legs just look like it's like a blur.
Yeah.
Like
he's got nothing. I mean, he's skinny.
Legs.
Time to check the lasagna. Be back. Wow, Clemente looking at lasagna, making lasagna. Kamari Ramsey. I like this safety. He's a safety.
Just got through talking to Momo. Mark, what did I do to Momo?
Momo's ranting.
Oh, wait a minute. What? Was he? Here's the thing. He'll get up on here and he's always mad on here online, and then they go, "Man, I ain't mad at you." And it's like, what the? No, he came in here as like,
nice.
His premise was the people think that the combine is the be all end all for drafting somebody, and I said anybody who thinks that is a fucking idiot. No NFL team goes in and says, well, okay, we got the combine, so let's figure out who we're going to draft. And they never look at anything else. I said, this is where you go through to have your one-on-ones where you can really talk and really get them one-on-one. Film study is great, okay? But you also want to talk to the guy that you're going to have to talk to every single day that you're going to coach and see what kind of person it is. I said, this is just a tool. Kind of like Momo sometimes. He's a tool.
He's a tool bag.
Okay. Spears just died the best time. 4-2-2. Okay. David Wiley says, I'm going, Mark. Get the grill ready. Okay. Now, David, did you see the house that we have? Now, see, we're not doing, thank God, no mom spaghetti. No mom spaghetti here. Okay. Now, there is Panmani Brothers, and they put coleslaw and french fries on their shit.
Did you get Mama to get on board, David? We know we got to make sure that we take care of that before you start going to drafts. You got to make sure everything's in order. You got a little bit of time, but right, Mark, we're gonna start get that group text going out soon.
Oh, let's see.
Right now, you got to add Randy Stites. I sent you his information. Not that you don't have it already.
I think I have Randy's number.
Yeah.
Randy,
Well, I texted it to you, so you can just add it from there. So here we go, everybody. Jimbo, that's why I don't watch him. He doesn't know football. Football. What movie? Time to check the lasagna. Yeah. What did you raise the? I did not. Yeah, I did not raise the sensitivity level. All right, Momo's channel. Here you go. That's enough propaganda. There you go, Momo. Thank you for your service. Walker Wade still in here? Walker Wade, where you at? Are you watching? Walker Wade watches. There you go. There's Lorenzo Styles. Is he related to Sonny Styles? I think he is. What's up, Wade? How you doing, brother? Tell you, how many Ohio State players are going to be drafted in the top 10? It's crazy. 3?
Could be.
Reese, Styles, and Downs. Oh, wait, 4. Tate. The Goldie Hawn Wildcats. There it is. Football. Jimbo, that's why, yeah. Ha ha, Hallie, you can't sick Rhonda on me, John Wimberly. You don't want Rhonda on you, John. Rhonda takes care of business. Better than diamond rings. Tommy, what's up, Tommy? What's up, Tommy T? Laura, did you ever get the item I sent you, Tommy? Laura just went on Momo's rants, and he really thinks Caleb Downs' name is Cab Downs when I asked him.
I'm not going to talk about how somebody says somebody's name.
Dave Thomas.
I'm the name butcher my damn self.
I got it very much. All right, cool. That's cool. Thank you very much. All right, Tommy, I'm just want to make sure that everybody gets what I send, and sometimes Lorenzo Styles Jr. comic flick. Here you go. There's a Longhorn, everybody. Maybe we can get Styles in the second. LOL. Yeah, the wrong Styles. All right.
Okay. All right.
Uh-oh, did I get it? No, not yet. Oh, hello. Yes. There we go.
All right. So there we go. I think I got Richard's right number.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Dylan Thieneman, again, is Dallas having a smokescreen saying they don't, without doing a informal or formal interview with Dylan Thieneman? Or AC from Texas, and we don't know about it, and he's going to be on the Dallas day. I doubt it. Dylan Thieneman kind of reminds you of a Cooper DeJean, right? Not quite as athletic, obviously.
Well, I like the way you say Dijon.
DeJean, come on. You remember the old school word, Jean? John. Look at that, John.
Like, would you perhaps have some Dijon?
Oh, yeah. You're thinking of that Dijon. I'm like, look at that, John. Anyway, Dylan Thieneman. Let's see what he runs here.
White chocolate.
I know. That's just, no.
Uh-oh. I'm going to be called a racist now.
Let's see here.
Get your head up, man.
4-3. 4-3-7.
3-7.
I don't care if his head's down, if it's up. I don't know. That looked like a number that wasn't. It didn't look good. It didn't look accurate.
It did not.
Phil, a prime time ex-Oregon alum, is not. He's not. He likes other guys. He likes other safeties. Some of the safeties that Phil likes, some of the lesser likes. He likes Wheatley out of Penn State. He likes Cole Wisniewski out of Texas Tech. Bishop Fitzgerald. I mean, he likes a lot of the lesser guys. So stay tuned. Let's see here. My safety. Well, Cooper DeJean, he might ultimately be a safety, but he actually plays. He's athletic to do a lot. What's up, normal guy? How are you, brother? He says hello, game time, and Mark in chat.
What's up?
What's up, man? We're just sitting there chilling. Avion Terrell looked good in drills. He plays bigger than his stature, Ultra. He plays, you did see him get, again, it's so hard when you're going up against these 6'3", 6'4" receivers. There's not many corners that are going to hold up. But other than that, he plays well. Thieneman and Stock rised on that run. Comic flick. A lot of mocks don't have. People say, why you do mocks? Well, the better simulators make it hard on you. You could actually set the sensitivity on need. Overall, I stay away from what the public does. I actually trust what they're saying. DeJean is a top 2 big nickel. Yeah, he's more than a safety. Ultra, you're right about that. What's up, Thomas?
Rich.
A lot of people don't know this, but DeJean got a scholarship to play basketball. Yeah, he's a freak athlete. You ever see him dunk a ball, D'Angelo?
Damn.
So I know that Christian Parker loves him. He was raving about DeJean this morning.
Oh, he was.
So that's good. Just watching the combine. We're doing okay, normal guy. We're just chilling. As exciting as it isn't, it is for us who are looking ahead to the draft and what could possibly be for our respective teams. So, John Wimberly, Cooper DeJean had the biggest day in Eagles Super Bowl history. Yes. He is his brother. I did not know that. That's wild and crazy stuff. I did not know that. Yeah, that's my Johnny Carson. So great player, Drew. The White Shadow, says Philly D. But are you responding here or what? Oh, okay, I'm blowing up. Prime time is whoop whooping it. So there we go.
One person there. Okay.
We got the guy who wanted to send money last night is absent. He woke up and said, "Yeah, no, I'm not going. No, I'm joking, Randy. I'm joking."
Last night, oh shit! What did I
ain't getting shit thrown? He was on a bender and we didn't know. He was all hopped up and he's like, "I ain't getting lollipops thrown at me anymore." AJ Halsey, yeah, that's good. You want to see numbers at least consistent. Game time. Where do you think Kenyon goes? 10 to 15? Nah, I think he goes in the 20s. It'll be interesting. I think looking at the tight ends, everybody's got him going to the Eagles. Sadiq. And I think he's going to kill it. Well, did the tight ends already go, everybody? We got on late today. I don't think they did, but I think they go on tonight. I think Sadiq could to the Eagles is a thing. I think Eagles either go Sadiq or they go, lineman in the first round. So we'll have to see. Well, Mouse, Linda Conyer says that Eagles are talking to. I was going by a athletic report.
Indiana is going first game time. I think
there's
Indiana is going first game time. I think.
Emmanuel McNeil Warren. This is Joe DeMassi's guy right here.
David, we got to start thinking about. We have to. We're in a cabin and it's woods and everything around us, so we definitely have to have a campfire with some of those shish kebabs, man, with the chimichurri sauce. You haven't had those game time.
I don't know if I had those or not. I don't think so.
Oh my God, that's some good shit there, man. Oh my God.
Is it got meat? Does it have any? Is it just meat? Pause.
Yeah, it's basically meat. It's pork tenderloins that are. He grills them, and the seasoning he puts. Oh, just I can't even.
He's just a beast, Drew. That's why I said he's just yeah. Tony Boo, what's up, brother? Yeah, yeah, I know. I mean, those are good, but I like the old shrimps. Like the peppers and the onions and the scallops. That's a good kebab to me,
bro. When you have
there we go. I'm bringing the Yeti cooler.
But when you have this pork kebab, you're gonna bitch slap all the mother. Fuck a vegetable. Give me the meat. Okay.
Yeah, give me the meat.
Just want the meat.
Yeah. Xavier, okay, he ran a close time. Again,
David Wiley's gonna take one of these pork chops and you're gonna take this meat, man.
Angelo wants Terrell at 23. AJ Smitty, Goddard, and Sadiq tough. I don't think Goddard's staying though. If you get
hold on,
Sadiq.
wait.
I'll be right back, everybody. This water's flowing through me.
Rhonda, once you've seen one booby, you've seen them all. No, but see, you got to understand here. For a man, he may have seen that one booby 20,000 times, and 20,001, it's still like the first time. Boobies never get old. Get your head up, man. Relax your head. Don't tense up your neck. Lorenzo Styles is the lead dog at 428. You tell him, Mark. Yeah. All right, what's Styles? Is Styles going to beat his 428 right here? Philly D says the Eagles could have drafted Witten, but we took a dud tight end. I can't remember his name. All right, will Styles beat his 428?
Yeah, he's the top guy in the clubhouse right now. Those Styles brothers are beasts. This is the brother of CJ.
Damn. Jeff Lee says, I want boobies and a big dunk.
Man, at least he's honest about it. You know what I'm saying?
What?
At least he's honest. Let's see.
Okay, Rhonda, it's not the same effect, okay? You own them. You see them all the time. We're guys. We want to own them.
428 on the dot. The Comic Flick Fusion. The Styles brothers wanted to win the combine. Well, dude, look, they're
doing it.
Makes you wonder, how good Indiana was that Ohio State, with all these pros did not win this year. So it's crazy.
Former JMU Dukes coach.
Yeah. Oh, is that who it was? Indiana? He was from JMU?
Yeah, he was yeah.
That's right. When you went, that's right. There they go. There's Jerry. Look, he's got the ruler in his hand. He's going to go in the locker room next. Let's see if he measures up.
He's got the link we like here.
Yeah, he's got the assets. Right, Jerry?
I don't have the patience to jack with you today. Settle down just a little bit.
All right, Jerry. All right. I just thought maybe you wanted to, some glory hole.
There it was. Glory hole.
Jacob, what's up? Jacob Godellis in the house. Dylan Thieneman, possible his selection for us at 20. Some say you have to take him at 12. I don't know. I think that's, again, I don't see Dallas taking any safety not named Downs in round 1 at all. I'll be surprised, but
So it looks like the official
Jerry's quiet, Ultra, very quiet.
Cap put up $22 million. It's at 301 million.
Yeah, remember they were talking 305, 307. Nah, it didn't get that far. So who's the first when did they start doing switches, Mark? When did they start flipping some switches?
The thought was they would
they need it, you think?
They have to be under the cap.
436. There you go. There it is.
They have to be under the by 4:00 on the 11th. They have to be under the cap. Now, there's a rollover of about 21 million, and then there's the 22. So that right there gets you 43. They're still probably, I think they're at 55 at the moment. Let me look it over the cap and see if it's updated.
Probably not. You would think they would be on their game right now. You would think. Todd Archer said starting Monday.
It's adjusted some.
Per
it's
Ultra.
56 at the moment.
So Ultra says Monday they will be flipping triggers. So Dallas sits 56 what?
We're 56 in the red at the moment.
Yeah. You get 30 just with one move, Thieneman plays 20 yards off the ball and makes the tackles with authority. Yeah, Clemente. Again, I've heard Brian Broaddus, if you agree with him, he has him. He would love him at 20. So big board per PFF. Dylan Thieneman, I think I said it already, comes in at 20 on the dot. Let's look at Dane Brugler, my guy, Mark. The Beast comes out soon in about another month. Let's see, Dane Brugler, big board. All right, let's see here. I don't know if it's Dane's big board, but let's see. Top 100 prospects. Let's see here. Dylan Thieneman.
He's trending right now. He's an absolute monster. Elite coverage, elite football IQ, elite cover instincts. Extremely versatile, solid run.
23. Dylan Thieneman per.
Second safety in the class.
Dane Brugler at 23. Again, I know some like McNeil Warren. I know Joe Damasio likes Emmanuel McNeil Warren. Again, I'm just afraid of this. I'll say it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But kind of like how Abdul Carter, was he not raised because of Micah?
Mm-hmm. Oh, my God.
And I think we would all admit he did not have a great year. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great.
They were literally saying he was going to be better than Micah Parsons coming out the box.
So now is McNeil Warren being elevated out of Toledo because of what Kenyon Mitchell has done? Yeah, Jimbo, I'm not worried about the 4.55, but I'm only asking, is he being elevated? I'm hearing from what, and nobody knows because these are the same guys that aren't working in the NFL anymore. So I don't know. I mean, Dane Brugler has Thieneman at 23 and he has McNeil Warren at 31. So it's not like it's a big difference, everybody. But, the Caleb Downs on the big board is number 4 on the big board. So for Dane Brugler. I mean, just look at this. They got Arvell Reese as their number 1 player, Mendoza number 2, Jeremiah Love 3, Caleb Downs 4, Sonny Styles 5, David Bailey. I'm glad that he agrees with me, or I agree with him that Bailey over Bain. Delane at 7, he may be gone. Spencer Fano, Ruben Bain, Carnell Tate. So in that type of situation, we're wiped out, everybody. We're looking at Makai Lemon, Francis Mawagoa, McCoy. That's what you're looking at. That's a wipeout situation. That's why you need Ty Simpson to have a huge day tomorrow, everybody. You need the quarterback of Alabama to elevate, maybe not to get into the top 10, but possibly in that type of situation, Dallas would be willing to move out if they're wiped with that type of situation. Some would say take Lemon there. Okay, you take Lemon. I don't see it, though. I just don't see it. I know that would be wrong probably not to take him, but.
A little clip from Dylan.
Yeah, it was a hard process, very hard decision leaving Purdue with all the connections I had there. But I felt that second year I didn't perform as well as I needed to, both personally and then as a team. I felt we didn't perform, and then I felt like I wasn't being developed the way I needed to, the way I wanted to make it to that next level. So I ended up going to the portal, and I was looking for 3 things really in the portal. Was a great culture. Second was the defensive scheme that would kind of prepare you for the next level, playing multiple different coverages, different rotations. And then 3 was that competition side, both offense and defense. I felt Oregon really excelled at all 3 of those and had great coaches over there with Lanning, Tosh, and Hamp. So that was my decision. Yeah,
right.
It was
interesting. You heard him talk about culture there, didn't you? I guarantee you, Shotty, what? Culture?
Yeah. Comic Flick Fusion has a question.
What's the question?
Game time, I have a question. If you get wiped out at 12, would you take the offer to trade up with Cleveland for pick 6 to get Sonny Styles? Mark doesn't like that. I would be inclined. Remember, here's the deal, Mark. You take 12 and 20, you move up to 6, and you get 39 in return. But you get Styles or Downs or whoever you like.
Second rounders, man.
I know.
Might as well pulled your stuff out and smacked me in the face with it.
Let me ask you this then.
What's that?
You would much so because I was messing with a mock draft a little while ago, and I just traded down multiple times. I think my first pick came low 20s, I think. Right, maybe I don't know what it was, but then I racked up a second and 3 threes by just moving down a little bit, moving down. Guys wanting to get up to get a particular player. Would you be okay if we moved from 12 and 20 and ended up with a first round pick, but then accrued maybe 3 picks on day 2? That's a second and third round. Maybe, I mean,
I wouldn't mind. Best player available at 12 to me. Yeah, I'd still think the drafts are always funny.
But,
Nobody CeeDee Lamb was going to be there for us.
I know. All right, so let me fast forward. Let's say we signed George Pickens to a long-term deal, right? Which I don't think they would. This is where I think we're in for a long haul with George, because I think they're going to wait for the draft, because there's a situation, Mark, where they get wiped out and then they have to take a receiver at 12. What would you think about that?
Take a receiver at 12.
Well, you said best player available. You just said that. There's a chance that the best player available is going to be Makai Lemon.
Okay.
What's that?
As long as it's not a
As
receiver.
long as it's not a receiver. See, there we go.
Okay, listen. If at the moment
I'm just being honest, man.
7 million tied up with George Pickens, and
Yeah,
we
but you
got
could trade him.
$3 million at the moment tied up.
Yeah, but you
with-
could trade him. You can be on the clock and trade his ass. I don't see it happening. I'm just throwing out hypotheticals. That's all. This is what they have to. They have to have a game plan. This is where I always fear them. They have to have a strong game plan and be able to move on a dime depending on who's there at 12. They'll probably just pick them.
Yeah, probably.
Styles going top 5 after yesterday. Yeah, I believe it. CD fell to 17. I hope somebody falls to us, but I don't think there's going to be those Ohio State guys. There you go. Pickens, Ultra says, Pickens' agent can speak to other teams on March 9th. This could be resolved in 2 weeks. Could you imagine if Dallas had 4 first-round draft picks?
Well, you only get one this year.
Is that how it works? Yeah, you get one this year, one next year.
Nobody has 2 of them this year.
Yeah, well, you do, but I hear what you're saying. Yeah. 3 first-round picks. I'll take one next year.
Yeah, you'd have 2 next year and 3 this year. That would be, yeah.
But then you wouldn't have George Pickens.
That's not an easy thing to replace.
Right. So it'll be interesting.
But you would have more cash.
Dylan Thieneman looking strong. I like this Jacoby Thomas. Very athletic. This is one of the guys that Phil likes, Wheatley. I like him too. I would do it game time because the Cleveland Browns will fall on their face with 12 and 20. They don't scare me. Yeah, right? I don't know, man. That's tough.
Good question.
I like the Minka Fitzpatrick trade better, comic. I like the Minka trade better.
I'm going to have to go ahead. You know what I'm going to have to do?
Uh-oh. What's that?
I'm going to have to go to the Commanders game and invite Momo.
Really?
I think that would be epic. To get a Momo rant at a game and the Cowboys are mollywopping them. That would be must-see TV. You don't think so?
Yeah, of course. It's going to be next year is going to be a star-studded event. We're going to have everybody coming out of the woodwork for that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have to get my room at the that place. I don't say it, but that place near you.
Yeah.
Like now, right after this year, right after this draft. That,
You mean for DC? Well, there won't be a problem in DC because there's so much. They're used to.
No, but I would want to stay there, though. Well, not necessarily. I don't have to be near you necessarily, but you know where the places to park. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Though you won't be able to do what you did last time. When we went, you found a place to park on the street, and we walked.
We would just take the metro in.
Yeah,
take that's. You do not want to drive down on that. That would be because we could go from the station is 3 miles from my house and pop up right in the center of the mall because there's like 3 metro stations that are all right where it'll be.
So yeah, a comic flick fusion. Mark, don't be scared, says Momo. He's listening. A comic flick fusion. If just think about it. Let's say that we got Delane at 12. Okay, let's just say we got Delane at 12. Let's just say we got Delane at 12. You could use 20 and get Minka Fitzpatrick. Now you got your safety and your starting corner, and then you get a 2nd-round pick and a 3rd-round pick. Now you got Jacob Rodriguez, who they brought in for a personal workout, along with other linebackers. You can get your linebacker. And the 3rd-round pick, you can get whatever you like. I love that.
Family, love that one. There's no chance I could sit through an entire game listening to that madness.
Who, Momo? No, he's talking about you. You didn't say. Oh, you said a game. I thought you meant the draft. Sorry.
No, I was talking about going to the Washington Dallas.
Yeah. Well, as long as it's not
Him talking about how it's too expensive. The hot dogs. Hey, there ain't no hot dog out there that's worth $14, man. This is just ripping people.
Hold up. As long as it's not the last game of the year.
Yeah,
that was ridiculous. Or Christmas.
Yeah, they've been kind of screwing us the last couple of years with the Commanders Dallas game.
So
hang on for 1 second. I'll be right back.
I like that idea, game. That works for me. Yeah, me too, man. It works for me. I like it. We should sneak somebody in here. Market's back. Like, who let him in here? Let's see. Let me pull up Mark's channel. I'll get to his. I'll get to his chat as well. Let's see here. I'm gonna bring up Mark's channel at the same time. Bingo. All right. I'm going to pull it up here. I'll get to his chat as well. All right, everybody. We got Rhonda Lovelace Sparks. We got Jim going back and forth. We got Damien. What's up, brother? Jeff Lee, Ward family. Mike, how you doing tonight? Hope all is well. What's up, Kenneth Richardson? How you doing? David Wiley. They were apple and onion grilled pork kebabs with chimichurri sauce. That sounds banging, brother. How is everybody doing today? Momo, Drew, shut up. Momo and Drew are going at it. A Comic Flick Fusion says, I just want the Cowboys not to be scared moving up the board. Yeah, exactly, Comic Flick. Mark is he's scared because of the Morris Claiborne. Anthony Sports, what's up? Game time. Do you know free safety Cameron Curl from the Rams? I know who he is. Yes. Dave Thompson, we can keep Aubrey for 3 more years on a second-round tender and 2 franchise tags. Total be about $21 million over 3 years. Done. But they asked Ward family working in my 16th hour. You're getting paid. You're getting paid. You work for the railroad, Mike. I know you're getting paid. Here's the deal, Dave. Bobby Belt, who knows his shit, right? Bobby basically asked Shoddy this morning. He said, Shoddy, do you think having a guy like Brandon Aubrey actually hampers you? Because oh, well, we're in field goal range, so we're going to be on the more conservative side, right? What's your thought on that, Dave? That because we have Aubrey, it becomes a crutch for the coach. Now, Shoddy did not agree with that, but I think there is something to it. As soon as you get over the 50-yard line, the Cowboys are in field goal range, even though he's missed a few. Where is Eagles Drew? Eagles Drew is on my side. I think he was blocked in Mark's channel. Ultra played competitive soccer, ultimately team sport, Philly D. Ward family, Aubrey definitely is a security blanket. Yeah, Mike, we need to get you another cowboy hat, brother. I can't believe a damn Eagle fan stole it. Comic Flick. Hey, game time. Do you think the prospects who didn't do the combine will stock rise on their pro? Of course. Yes. Just remember that pro days are catered to the player. They're working on. I mean, listen, they all do the same thing. So, but they're going to have the people they want throwing to them. If you're a receiver, they're going to have you're going to be at your facility. You're going to feel comfortable. Drew, you nothing but a wannabe clean a bedpan, says Momo. Drew's coming at Momo's coming at Drew strong. He says clean a bedpan, Drew. I think Ultra claims that. I think Ultra claims he actually made the name Bedpan. So, yeah, Yeah, Ultra calls Drew bedpan because he's a nurse and he's got to change bedpans.
You know what? I can say I respect Drew.
Drew,
does
record this, buddy. Record it. Go ahead. I got both chats up.
That is a thankless job. Being
My
a
wife's been a nurse for how long? 95. So she's an RN, but she works from home for an insurance company now, making sure all the people are taken care of and getting the proper care that they deserve.
Yeah, my daughter.
Yeah. My wife was talking to your daughter about that a year. It's been a while since I've been in your house now, Mark.
Last year. It's been a year now that she's been a nurse.
Yeah.
Loves it. You know, I knew she was going to.
Since I've been invited. So.
I tell you what, before Dr. Pimple Popper came about, I had a fatty tumor on my side. You know, it was about the size of a golf ball.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the doctor and they cut it, cut it sucker open and squeezed it out. And she was there.
Oh God. What are you talking about? Well, at least I'm not eating, so I don't have to worry about getting sick. So there you go.
She was watching that sucker. She was like,
Rhonda, 15 years, your second job. Awesome.
And so I knew right then and there, she ain't squeamish. And I remember when
it does well, yes.
She was first beginning nursing school and stuff. She used me as a pincushion to go ahead and draw blood and stuff. It's like, things we got to do as dad.
Yeah, I'm not going to get too specific, but member for 53 months. Sugar Daddy, what's up, brother? Mojo Crew.
That's Sugar Daddy, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you great people. I can't believe I've been doing this.
Drew, wow, the love is going nuts, brother. Eagles Drew says, thank you, Mark. Appreciate that. I'll take it easy when I give you a dwelling catheter. So he says when he gives you a catheter, he'll take it easy. Just knock my ass out. I have had them in the past, so but I was knocked out when they gave it to me.
I've not had.
McNeil Warren, Jimbo.
I had a flesh-eating bacteria, and they kept giving me Rocephin through the IV. That's heavy-duty shit.
That's morphine-esque.
But
Lorata, not loratadine. What am I thinking of?
No, this was an antibiotic. Rocephin is like,
I'm thinking of.
You're thinking like Dilaudid.
Dilaudid, yeah. I couldn't handle Dilaudid. They had to give me morphine. I was in a real serious car accident back in 2009, so I was out of it.
But I had my veins kept collapsing.
Oh shit!
And so in the middle of the night, it had collapsed, and they kept sticking. They stuck me 12 times. They could not find one. They finally got a pediatric nurse, and she got me right away there. But man, that's a thankless job, man. When you start seeing people that can't get out of the bed, defecating all over themselves,
Bleed Blue for Life says, "Oh, game time, Brian. Tell Mark no more gas station gyros.
Gas station heroes,
gyros. Yeah, well, I call them euros, but if you,
okay,
yeah, you remember that when you and Tracy stopped and.
Oh my God, that was we were on.
It tasted great going down.
It was great, man. I didn't get sick from it.
Asia Robertson, welcome to the Mojo.
Shout out to Asia Robinson.
We're working both chats like a champ. Anthony Sports, catheter or worse than Momo's rants.
Never had a catheter. Thank God I've never had a catheter.
Oh man.
Bigfoot.
Eagle Drew, I love pickleball. I destroy the mid-60-year-olds. Mark goes in daily for ET phone home proctologist exam.
Okay.
I've had a colonoscopy a couple years ago. So.
Oh, I've had I have to get mine every 2 years.
You go in there with a briefcase with attachments and say, "Yeah, give me a ride tonight, doc." No, I'm joking. Yeah. I had a guy, he had to go every year. So we would break his balls. He goes, "Dude, you go like every 6 months. So you're like enjoying these things."
No, the worst, I mean, you don't feel it.
No, I had one.
You wake up to.
You got to fart and then you leave. If you don't fart, you can't leave.
It's like, okay, I'm done.
Where the hell was I?
Yeah, you don't know what they did to you while you're in there. You're in La La Land.
Yeah. Momo gets colonoscopies for fun with no lube. God, here we go. I can see where this is going.
Yeah, I'm happy that I've made it to 60. I don't know how much longer I'll be here.
Why are you going there? Why? Why are you saying that? You're healthy. You're doing that Tai Chi walking or whatever it is that you're doing.
Shit. One of my wife's classmates I saw on Facebook. I was like, isn't that somebody I just saw at your class reunion?
Yeah.
And she had an illness and passed away 59. It's like nothing guaranteed.
Yeah, nothing's guaranteed. You're right about that. You have good genes. How old was your father?
Bro, and you know what?
My father did not last long. So
oh my God. I fall down. I went out back to put some stuff on the compost bin, and I've got this pressure treated boards that's between the gravel and the.
You went down. Did you get it on video? I bet you did.
I do have it on video.
Oh God! Here we go.
Let's see.
How do we know it's real?
Okay, you'll see my foot.
You see your crack come out, so we know it's real. You get
come out. But from falling from football and stuff, I've gotten pretty good at like catching myself.
How are you?
I'm like literally, I step and I launch about 12 feet before I finally tuck and roll.
At least you had the wherewithal to tuck and roll. The older you get, the harder it is to tuck and roll. It's just like a bam, and you hope that nothing breaks.
I slipped behind the truck on the ice when we had all the snow.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, that one hurt.
I didn't tell Wade, but I was on the phone with Wade, and I slipped getting back into my truck right on the ice. This is the hardest hit I've had in years, and I still held the conversation. I was like, yeah, but I was hurting. I had people looking at me. I was late. I had to go to the hospital. And it was just ugly. Chris says, Mark, don't feel bad. My legs do not like to work, and my back sucks. Yeah, you were struggling in Vegas a little bit, Chris. I will say that. He was getting around, but he had to take breaks. Of course, Aisha, we all miss you.
That hinge that I sent you?
Yeah.
Definitely look into doing that because I started doing that, and I've probably got about 20 degrees more bending in my knees. Where it's easy for me to actually grab the bottom of my heel and scratch the bottom of my
foot. You
foot.
can tie your shoes and stuff easily. Because I know me, I got to put my feet up. And I can tie my shoes, but I mean, some days are harder than others with my L5S1, unless I'm sitting down.
That and I actually went to Planet Fitness with Mike.
Neil Warren, this is a guy.
Started doing some working out with him, doing some leg extensions and some squats and stuff. And I feel, whoa, you slipped.
I take Dylan Thieneman. I'm telling you, his stock is rising. They're all slipping. When you slip, that kind of tells you that, like over and over, that kind of tells you that you're not used to going that speed to make up, unless it's just the turf.
Could be just the turf you're not used to.
Yeah. That's 3 in a row that slipped.
Might be the field.
Kansas State, VJ Payne. I think I said TCU. That's K-State. Bone spurs in the neck. No joke. Yeah, I can imagine. What's up, JD? How you doing, brother?
Damn. I got bone spurs in the knee.
Pain is a sign of mental weakness.
No, I won't go there.
Prediction?
The pain, not being able to deal with it is more of a sign of weakness.
You believe we flew right through this month. Tomorrow is the last day of the month, Mark. It'll be March.
Tomorrow, is that today? I thought tomorrow. Oh, okay.
That would be unbelievable, Ultra. Delane and Thieneman. I'm thinking that's what they want to do. My thing is, will Thieneman be there? They didn't bring him in for a workout, but that doesn't mean that they don't want him. Maybe they're throwing smoke screens, you know. Sometimes, Mark, you know, Dallas Cowboys, if they fart, everybody knows about it, you know. So it's kind of like, you know, you have to hold some things close to the vest. Do you not? I think they did a better job, especially last year with Booker, knowing how much they loved him. Because they loved him, but they didn't really, you know, goo and gah.
Okay. In life, you have to make fun of yourself at some point. Okay.
Now here we go. Comes the video.
It was raining too. Okay.
Whoa. Fuck.
I popped right back up.
Here you go. Here you go. I'm going to play it on my end. Here you go. Here comes the video.
It's crazy. And it was raining too. Okay.
That was good. You slid. That wasn't horrible.
Slid, but then I go fly. But I popped right back up.
Here you go.
And immediately
play it
go
on
to
my
my
end.
phone. Damn.
Here's the video. Wow, there it is, everybody. Mark Holmes. Look at him. There you go.
Out of it. But that shit was crazy, man. Okay.
Your wife's in there rolling. She's laughing at you.
Yeah, I showed her
Eagle
the
Drew says, "Damn, Mark."
She almost laughed at me like when I
probably
fell
looked
out
at you like
there,
a, yeah.
You know,
That's crazy.
It's good for the soul to see somebody else fall on their face.
Hey, you know what's weird, Mark?
That was this morning.
How long have I been doing this? Philly D, I paid on my Apple card. Oh, shit. I hope not, brother. Thank you for the super chat. You know, Lloyd, shout out to Lloyd. You know,
Lloyd getting it done out there, man. Lloyd out there fighting with everybody.
Do you know what he says? And he continues to say, I mean, how long have I been doing this? Not that long, right?
Is it 2
You know what
years?
he said I was?
What?
He said, I'm watching the OGs. I am not an OG. Mark's the OG. But he likes to say I'm an OG. I guess because I'm old. I guess that's it. Thank you, Philly D. Game Time and Mark, you all need to do this more often. Thank you. Yeah, they really love when we have a thing. JD Sports Talk, shout out to you, brother. I believe this season is critical for the division. Giants are going to rise. I agree. Jim Harbaugh. Things might shift. All teams have major pressure. Dak gets older. Your thoughts, Mark. But everybody wants us to do it more often.
But, you know, hopefully the team gets better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we got a lot of weight on our shoulders. I keep saying it. I'm going to continue to say it. I'm going to hold this team accountable if they do not go out in free agency and do multiple moves. It doesn't have to be what Walker Wade wants. Wade wants the best of everything times 10. That's not realistic. But Nakobe Dean, an edge rusher. I'm talking about outside of the building, guys. JD, you're going in a hopper. Thank you. I'm working on some new logos. You going to do a shirt for the draft, obviously?
Yes. Actually, Tracy was working on
XL. I always like them big. XL. You give me a friggin' medium one year. I got it halfway on. It's like, oh, you look good. I'm like, yeah, a white medium. I was a large then, so, but I'm still a large. Like this hoodie's a large, but I like my t-shirt so I can throw something under it because we don't know how cold it's gonna be. I like the one you did with my logo on the back. That was cool. Then, like I still have it, the Cowboys Mafia one.
Like I'm sure nobody liked it. I was like, I love those.
Yeah, no, I liked it. I did. I just like the ones that fit. Game Time. Can you put on pay-per-view, Philly D? Yeah, right. That's a crop top, says Game Time. He gave me a medium. He goes, oh, I thought you were a medium. He's thinking, oh, you know. So, I like my T-shirts big. Cowboys need a good quarterback to replace Prescott here shortly. Farm Boy is coming at you.
That's the truth. There's no lie on that.
We're nearing the end. 3 years tops.
I think, yeah.
So, I'm not saying he's definitely gone, but if you don't win a Super Bowl, let's say you keep Pickens, everybody, you have 2 first-round picks.
Have a great offensive line.
And you don't get it done now, you gotta, that's why if I can get, I'm all over the place. If I can get a first-round pick next year to go along with the one we already had, well, just remember, Mark, we get the lesser of our pick and the Jets pick next year.
Yeah.
So if we can get another one in a draft that's going to be rich, loaded, I might be tempted. Rhonda, how are you, Rhonda?
Help me,
That's
Rhonda.
how Walker Wade copes. You don't want the opposite, LOL. Eagles are winning the division for the third time in a row, says Eagle Drew.
Okay. So they're going down for real.
Listen.
They're going down.
We're going to do everything in our power not to make that happen. But we're going to keep it real, too, here, though. Brian, did you hear about Rondell Moore? Oh, I heard. Hey, a 25-year-old took his own life.
That was sad.
This is happening far too often in Asia. So let me ask you, Mark. Now, I haven't disclosed. So, do you think we were told of a bill of goods about what happened, or do you think it was real and they're just keeping it low still?
On
yeah, I don't want to get into it, but yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Or maybe. Yeah.
I mean, you would have thought it, if somebody would have leaked it by now. But what's up, Rob A? Rob A is in the house. Your buddy is here.
Okay. Time for me to get cussed out, told how much of a homer I am and how stupid I am.
I believe this will be Prescott's last contract with the Cowboys. Mark Hutchinson, farm boy. Yeah. Just by sheer numbers, I think it's coming to an end. If he wins a Super Bowl and they somehow get hot, I know that makes some people laugh. Then maybe it's best for both for him to hang around a little bit. But I think realistically, we're seeing the end here. Dylan Tiedeman's looking strong. I'm sorry. JD Sports Talk, thank you, man. Also, this is Will McClay's Cowboys' biggest offseason. You must get 3 day one starters with 3 picks. You cannot afford to miss. Revel must develop. Well, Mark, speak to Savone Revel. Christian Parker seems to love him. Loved him last year.
They love him. They love Obershone. And, they're all about, I keep hearing teaching. I think they're thinking that they're going to get a big boost from some of the players that they have on the roster. They've gone through. Now, we know we have duds with, guys like Kenneth Murray and Logan Wilson. They had no problem saying, get your ass out of here. But they seem to keep talking about Savon Revel, Obershone, and guys like that, and Donovan Easy about guys that basically they kind of underperform because, let's face it, our coaching staff sucked. And you have to wonder how many of the guys didn't perform because the system just sucked.
Yeah. Asia Robertson, Brian, how about Team USA in the Olympics, men and women? Well, the Olympic girls hockey always kicks ass for the United States. The men, it's been 46 years, and to the day we won gold again. So that was incredible. Do you believe in miracles? Well, I don't know that it was a miracle this year, but Canada was, as you saw in the second and third period, lights out. But I think the most, outside of the men's hockey team winning it again, of course, I think the women's figure skating, my wife watches that. That girl was incredible that she won the gold for the U.S. That was an incredible story. As a matter of fact, they're going to make a movie about her. Again, she was from China, and they were offering her millions of dollars, but her family came to America years ago, and they said that they just want to be free. So they chose America over China, and recently China offered millions of dollars to bring her back to China to skate for China, and her family said no. They were waving the American flag. So that, listen, it was a great story. But anyway, moving on. Rob Bay, Canada usually owns us. Yeah, I think they owned us in that game, but it's all about the final score, Rob. Wait a damn minute, says Drew to Rhonda. They're fighting.
Uh-oh. What, you mean Drew's not coming after me after I said something nice about
Rhonda's throwing off a smoke screen for you. She's taking your hits. Don't worry, Drew won't. As long as your next video, I'll hear it. Rob will text me. You believe what Mark Holmes did?
I'm really amazed that I can get underneath.
I think you and Rob would hit it off, but he would definitely tell you his opinion, which is kind of what you want, right? You want somebody at least to be honest with you and tell you, rather than you kiss your ass and say,
"Why? Hold it. I'm a 60-year-old."
Oh, here we go.
Contractor who, as Dan Saleo said, is in my mama's basement. Why do you care about what I think? That's what I don't understand. Why do you guys get so worked out about what Mark Holmes thinks?
Rob Ace, he answers the call. If you draft Downs, Mark should announce the pick. Cleb Downs. He likes to make fun of you. JD Sports Talk. What Eagle do you guys predict sign with Dallas and follows Parker? Well, JD, we talked about it earlier. Mark, who do you think?
Seems like it's picking up steam. We hear the Cowboys getting asked about it and mentioning him and talking about how intelligent he is and so on. I think the illegal tampering is already in.
You mean, so you think Nakobe Dean is the guy that he's looking for, right?
I think that was
interesting.
That's why they had no hesitation.
Scary to me, but it is interesting. Eagles Drew says, Mark, you don't bother me at all, brother. I see through your games. The Jedi mind trick only works on the weak. Oh, shit.
Looking for.
These aren't the droids you're looking for. Asia Robertson. What do you think about the 2028 Summer Olympics? Going to have flag football and some NFL players might be playing in it. Thank you, Asia. Mark, your opinion on the flag football?
Because somebody blows out an ACL in the game.
So be an NR player. Asia, I don't know about that. I'm not a big fan of the flag football. I don't like these sports that they... a lot of this stuff, a lot of the Summer Olympics is getting a little wonky.
Everything in it, yeah.
I mean, I actually enjoy the Winter Olympics. I actually do. I was just talking. Utah is going to host the Winter Olympics in 2032. Can you let him out, please? All right. I'm going to have to get up and let the dog out. So he's growling at me.
Who let the dog out? Who?
You're in the hopper, Asia. You're in the hopper. I'm getting it, Tina. I'm getting it.
You're not a troll, Mark. That's why it's lame content.
Then you walk away.
Okay. Johnny Utah. Okay.
My dog's just getting old. He's wandering. Walk to the door. You were standing there. But anyway. All right. Eagles Drew, Jimbo Facts. Exactly. Game time. Johnny Utah. Give me 2. But yeah, so we'll see. I think the Summer Olympics is getting a little wonky. I'll watch the track, right? Like, what else do we like in the Summer Olympics? We'll watch the basketball, right?
Let's watch.
Yeah. That's about it. You're in the hopper to win something. As a secondary coach, is safety you need. Easy to put Blankenship as a Cowboy smart player, but lost a step last year. JD Sports Talk. Reed Blankenship isn't the end all be all, but he's a smart guy. Now, if you're telling me we're getting the Kobe, I don't know that we're getting Reed.
No, I don't think you get both.
Well, I think you could afford it. I just don't know that that's where you'd want to go. But I don't know. I don't. You think they would be in the market for Jalen Phillips, Mark?
I'm hearing like $28 million.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot. I think. What do you have? 6.5 sacks last year.
I think Jalen ended up with 7.5, something like that.
Yeah.
Eagles. Rob, put it in the comments. Eagles too. That's his best. Dude is.
People don't care about what all the goats say, Mark. Oh, people care about what all the goats say. Shout out to your Ward family.
Oh my God.
So it's like, wait a minute. So you were saying that we'd be interested in $28 million for Jalen Phillips?
I'm not. I'm just throwing it out there. He kind of
Interested-
alluded to multiple type players. I don't know that Jalen Phillips is coming to Dallas. I think there's a better chance of Nakobe and Reed. Reed will be able to play with Nakobe Dean, and again, it's not the best safety in the world, but he'll bring in a certain understanding of what he's trying to do. You always need those guys. Plus,
Yeah.
I think Reed Blankenship plays special teams, does he not, Drew and Rob? I think he does. And Philly D. Just make sure I'm caught up on the super chats here. Everybody hit the like for me. That would help. Thank you.
See how many people have responded on the draft line.
Just my people. No, joke. Your
You got
people.
Randy.
Randy and Phil. Randy and Phil both are.
Richard, David Wiley.
Okay, yeah.
There's only one jackass who hasn't. Actually, two. Michael and you.
Okay.
Yeah. Look, I got Prime Time. I got Randy. I got Edward. I got Richard. What, are you too good to respond on the line?
I have this thing set on my phone where as soon as I walk back in my house, it automatically goes on like personal. So I don't get the alerts, so I gotta take that off. So okay, cool. Here you go. Let's go.
Okay.
Here you go. You got a response. All right. How's that?
Thank you.
There you go.
So apparently, that's everybody. Let's see, right? 1,
Philly D.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Mark takes the heat, but I remember when my father died, he checked in to see how I was doing. He's a good man. Again, anybody that says he's not just don't know him. So,
What's up, Mark? How are you, buddy? My birthday's coming up on Tuesday, March.
Thanks, Philly D. Thanks, brother.
Birthday early to you, Clay Lewis. I tell you what's crazy. Now, okay, I know this isn't related to football, but Monday is March 2nd, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, tomorrow is the 20th.
Are they calling for snow for you guys?
Yeah, I did see something. Let's look here. I did see flurries. I don't know if there's any real accumulation because it's going up in the high 60s by the end of the week.
Yeah.
So Monday they're calling for 40. Or no snow. Yeah, a little bit here. Just flurries. Nothing more than that.
Well, okay. So here's what's crazy is they're saying like 1 to 3 inches,
Yeah,
not like rain and freezing rain. But here's what's crazy. In 1865, March 2nd, was the Battle of Waynesboro that was literally 150 feet away from where I'm sitting. And on that day, it was snowing and sleeting.
See, not a lot of people know that about you, Mark. When Randy Stites and you knew I was coming. You didn't know I was stopped at the airport to grab Randy and come, sneak up on you. But you took us to Washington D.C. You know your history, man. You know especially your Civil War history. You're a learned guy.
Of this it was the closing battle of the Civil War, because Jubal Early got chased out of the city of Waynesboro, and most of his army was actually captured. He escaped and made it to Lee at Appomattox, where they surrendered a month later. And it had literally George Armstrong Custer was one of the generals that were here.
Rob A says, "Ask Mark if I can have a hug."
Snowing, on the anniversary of that battle. I think it was kind of cool.
Yeah, it is cool. Well, just like I didn't know that when you go up the steps you had what's his name turned around.
Lee's in
yeah. Get a load of this. I did not know that, but again, Go ahead, explain that.
So if you go to the Lincoln Memorial and you go to the left side of the monument, okay, and look at his hair is actually Robert E. Lee looking back towards Virginia, because Arlington Cemetery was actually his plantation. And the Union said, we're going to make sure that he never farms here again. And that's why they started burying their bodies there. And it became Arlington Cemetery.
Yes.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Rhonda.
Basically, fuck that guy. We're going to bury people here.
Yeah, it was cool. Like that was the first time I've always driven through, but I've never gotten out and did the walk around. It was really neat. Now I heard that it's even nicer now. They have more stuff since we were there. It's been a good 3 years since we were there. So
yeah, it was. Yeah,
interesting. Time flies, man.
It really does.
Time flies.
Sounds like Randy is stoked for this, man.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see when he gets dum-dums being tossed at him.
Cowboys make some stupid. Yeah. Oh fuck, man! I'm going back to
Dallas. Yeah, exactly.
Stupid. They just ruined the damn.
Dallas takes a receiver at 12. You may see lollipops being thrown at Randy. Dirty Sanchez. I knew a girl in North Carolina who was supposed to go to Arlington Cemetery for a visit. She said she didn't have the money to go to Texas. We all made fun of her.
Oh God. Okay.
No, I am over the snow, Rob. Yeah, you didn't get nowhere near the snow. You told me. It's like 50 here and feels like summer. Yeah, Philly D. It's going to get the high 60s next week. 66 degrees. For multiple days.
50 today. It was really nice.
I mean, she went to college and actually made that statement knowing damn well Arlington Cemetery is not in Texas. Yeah. Well, no offense, but was she blonde, Dirty? Might be. She might be. I can't live with that kind of weather. Yeah, Rob, me neither. I'm going to be at least a snowbird. It seems like it's a little bit warmer where you're at, Mark, than where I'm at. It's just like this winter. This winter's been miserable. There's Dylan Thieneman, guys.
Looking good, man.
I'm telling you, I like the kid. I do. Now, again, this is where Momo hates it because we're elevating a guy by how he looks.
There goes game time, and Mark, just with the damn combine, think that this guy gonna be a player.
Long Beach, 83. Damn.
They stupid. They don't know what the hell they talking about. There's film out here on all these guys. You ain't got to see this stuff here. This is just some bullshit for the owners. And
yeah. Oof. Yeah, but I mean, people are wearing T-shirts and shorts, so well.
Sorry to hear your dad's passed, Sugar Daddy.
Sorry, bro. Hey, Sugar Daddy, make sure you get a look at.
Dallas should trade up for Sonny Styles. No, we can't afford. We need multiple players, man.
Sugar Daddy, check out Phil's thumbnail for tomorrow night's live stream. He did an ode to you, brother. Rob, I'm going soon. New Jersey sucks for taxes, but it is home, bro. Yeah, I know, Philly D. I don't know if I could fully ever leave. I would say South Jersey is a lot different than North Jersey. South Jersey, we're literally close to everywhere. I'm 40 minutes from Philly. I'm 35 minutes from AC. I'm 2 hours from New York. I'm 2.5 hours from Washington, D.C. Don't get me wrong. If the big one goes off, I'm effed. Right, Mark? We're both effed.
Yeah. With all the damn data centers in Northern Virginia, fuck, that's a target.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yep.
You realize that 13% of all
Bobby Schmurder. What's up, Bobby? What's up, everyone?
AI data comes from Northern Virginia.
Really?
Yeah. There's over 500 data centers in Northern Virginia, and they're building more, it seems like, every day. It's the highest concentration in the world. Forever Fast, Sonny Styles can be Ray Lewis. No, he could be Ray Lewis, or he could be shit. What was the linebacker we had that was the bust that went to the Lions? We drafted in the first round. Shit,
Bust.
what was his name? White guy.
White guy bust. Oh, yeah, Bobby.
Bobby Carpenter.
Yeah.
The only good game he had
No,
was
you were going back a little bit. Yeah, Bobby Carpenter. That was Parcells.
Oh man, Bobby Carpenter was so bad.
Remember Parcells wanted I always forget his name, the steroid linebacker. We ended up taking DeMarcus Ware. Who am I thinking of?
From Denver?
No, remember he ended up playing with the Chargers, but he wanted him. I think he was at NC State or Wisconsin. Bobby Smurder, what's up, everyone? I'm sitting outside at 65. Very cool, Bobby. Oregon, 65 there, buddy, huh? Who am I thinking of, everybody? Who am I thinking of? The linebacker, I always forget. He got popped for steroids. Sean Merriman. There you go, Flip Shelton.
Oh.
Remember, he wanted Sean Merriman, and then Dallas took D. Ware instead, and remember, pissed off Parcells.
He went to the University of Maryland.
Maryland, that's it. You're right. I knew it was a red team.
Yeah. He was a Turpin. That's where I was like,
yeah.
I don't remember that one. Yeah, I remember Sean Merriman.
Yeah. I mean, he was a good player, but he wasn't no DeMarcus
Sure wasn't that great.
D. Ware. And remember, he actually, he was like, well, I don't want, he didn't want D. Ware either. He wanted who we ended up taking at 19. We had 12 and 19, I think, of that year, and we ended up taking what's his name, Big Sexy, the ESPN guy or whatever. What's his name? Marcus Spears. He wanted Spears at the same time that we took Ware. So that was where the scouts were right over a head coach. They went Ware and still got Spears. Bobby Smurder says Brian Bosworth was the best. Yeah. You know who else was the best? The Green Bay guy, Tony Mandarich. Remember him? Yeah. Yeah, Tony Mandarich was a bust, everybody. Philly, I bet it will. It's a game of inches. Boss. I hear it's nice in Delaware. Any specific city? Delaware's so small, it don't matter, Rob. It's a small state. My son might have to go to Delaware. It's ridiculous. Yeah, you're muted, or are you muted on purpose?
Sorry, that was a call I had to
No,
take.
that's fine.
Delaware is so small. I swear, if you're on 95, you pay one toll, and before you sneeze, you're paying another toll.
Rob.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Yeah,
got
Delaware
you.
is tiny.
Well, it's very small. My son may have to go to Delaware. He went to electrician school and did that. He's got a little experience, but he's trying to get into the electrical unit. He wants to be an apprentice, and there's a place literally 5 miles from me in the county that I live in, but they're just weird, but they seem to want him. Yeah, they're really stuck up. But Delaware, which is, how far would you say that Delaware Memorial Bridge is from us? So about an hour away is Newcastle, where I'm at. So he might have to go there just to get his foot in the door, but it's worth it because
it is. And if you get in,
as Mark knows, you make buku bucks once you get established.
they take care of you.
Yeah, so that's what he's trying to do. Still working at a golf course to, making decent money, doing banquets and stuff, trying to get a good job rather than trying to get with somebody like your son did, for years. But we'll see.
Well, right now, we might be
Dover,
building.
nice, Bobby.
in a couple of months, and we're doing this other project and things right now. He's working with me, and I'm trying to teach him everything I know before I take that dirt nap.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, man, you know.
I know. Dirty Sanchez says, sex is a game of inches. Women try to run it into the game of feet.
Okay.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
You know, lie. All right, how late you going today on this?
I think we're about ready to wrap it up soon, right?
Yeah, we got all the DBs. We're through them.
Is this the tight ends? No.
Tight end.
Yeah.
Well, they're just rehashing
Oh, okay.
cornerbacks right now, but the tight ends are up next.
Well, we've been on what? How long we been on?
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, what's up, Bobby? Welcome back, brother. Thank you.
Welcome back, Bobby. I build me a coffin. Might be next to my house.
Thanks, Bobby. Are you definitely not doing it tomorrow? I can't do it at 1. That's for sure.
I might go later on because I want to do some more work on this house. I'm
yeah. I got to go live at Phil at 8, but I may come on for a couple hours. But I don't know if it'll be over.
3 o'clock, maybe.
Yeah, I could do 3 o'clock.
We can kind of recap what's already happened and the latest shit the Cowboys have done.
Yeah, we'll finish her up tomorrow. We'll go live tomorrow at 3, and play it by ear. But that we'll tentatively set it for tomorrow at 3. You ready to roll now, Mark?
I'm just kind of curious because everybody's been kind of nice today. I haven't been bitch slapped like they did yesterday.
They got all their.
Rob, man, he was raging on me and shit. He was almost like doing a Momo rant on top of me and shit.
Well,
you know,
listen, I think they like being able to get their point across and you hear it, whether you like it or not. You know, I guess they at least
welcome, Bobby, as a Mojo member. Appreciate you, Bobby.
Bobby's back on both sides. Thanks, brother.
He's back. How's your wife doing, buddy?
Yeah, she's getting better, but slowly. I know that.
Yeah.
Bobby's a good dude.
He is. He'll put a foot in your ass too.
He will, and he likes to keep it spicy. But that again, that helped. Rob A, there you go. Another ode. Mark, it's all in fun, bro. Nothing personal. It's all about football. Oh, and then he retracted it. He said, "Nah, I'm not being nice. F you." Oh, Rhonda, Neil Sedaka died, huh? Wow, I did. Breaking. Neil Sedaka.
He must have been up there.
Yeah. I can't believe what's his name? He's in his 70s. He's still touring. I can't think of the guy's name. Rob A, shout out. Super chat. Mark it's all in fun, nothing personal. It's all football talk. That's good, Rob, because I know Mark needs to hear that because he takes a beating, man.
Oh, I'm good.
No, but you do take a beat. But you also do a lot of videos that troll Eagle fans. So what do you expect?
It's a two-way street. It's not like they don't troll me back here.
No, yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on with Xander. I reached out to Xander. He goes, yeah, we'll do something. I was going to bring him on the channel, and now I can't get a hold of him. So he needs to come on. I don't care if you're on. I wanted to do just a state of the Eagles. That's not Philly 500. I told Philly, I said, you're gracious, but I need to find somebody else. So, I wanted Xander, but he was like, we got to bring him on.
Oh shit! Here we go.
What's the matter?
Ward family. I had when we had people dropping out, I checked with him to see if he had any interest in it. He just sent me a text. Hey, what are the dates of the draft? I've worked out a couple of things and might be able to meet you guys.
Wow. There you go.
Okay.
Well, until your other boys, you step up. First come, first serve. Yeah, Joe, I'm going to get Philly 500 on again. I just don't want to keep going back to Philly, But Xander said he wanted to come on, but then, I don't know. I haven't heard back from him, so whatever. Eventually, we'll get him on. He's got good takes. He's a little less than Big Sills.
He's funny, but he gives he's always cool. He'll send me a link to collaborate back and forth.
Yeah.
Did I make those Dak shirts in Cancun yet? Oh, damn, Bobby.
Bobby, there it is. But I'm bumped.
In Cancun.
Yeah. He butters you up only
Jalen Hurts in Cancun together.
He butters you up to give you a zinger. Zing.
But no, Xander's good people. But he's, he does all of Jacob Sports and all the editing and breaking down and everything.
What's up, BJB? Sorry, I got to mute when my dogs like to freak out. So, Philly D says Xander and Sills are pricks.
They're doing their job then. Whether you love them or hate them, you're talking about them.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
He's always been nice to me, and I'm a Dallas fan, Joe DeMasi. I think, that's all you could ask for.
I mean, from that first time, who the hell is Mark Holmes?
Yeah.
I've never heard.
Oh, I have that here, by the way.
Mama's basement or some shit.
Oh, yeah, I have the one where he calls you a eunuch.
Oh, shit.
Matter of fact, I'll play that on the way out. Game time, Brian. Hey, Mark, is this the guy? Now, I don't know who that was, but somebody acted like they were me and said that, or you, and brought up me or something like that. So I said maybe if I ever get to 100,000 subscribers in 10 years, maybe he'll bring me on. So maybe Dallas will be good by then. Oh God, there he is, everybody. Kenyon Sadiq. Something tells me the Eagles don't like him as much as everybody's thinking. Again, he doesn't block much. He's raw. I think Eagles like more well-rounded guys.
Talking about an extension for Dallas Goedert.
That's what Linda Conyers says. I'll believe it when I see it. Unless he's going to go on the cheap, which he might, because his market may not be what he thinks it is. So.
Oh, here we go. If George Pickens, TJ Bass, and Braden Aubrey were to leave this season, you're looking at potentially 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks.
TJ Bass is already re-signed.
Yeah.
So he's back.
Nobody picks up tenders. I don't think a tender's ever been
not re-signed, but tendered. I know what you're saying, though.
No, I mean somebody else.
Yeah, I know. Dallas didn't re-sign him.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Rhonda, there you go. I'm going to pin Rhonda's channel up at the top. There you
go. This made me give some good news. Cowboys owner Jerry Jones called and spoke to George Pickens yesterday before placing the franchise tag on him today. Both have publicly expressed a desire for him to remain in Dallas and remains moving into the next stage. Under the non-exclusive tag, George Pickens can negotiate with teams other than the Cowboys. Dallas retains the rights to match any offer to Pickens, or can opt for the 2 first-round picks.
Right.
So let's play a hypothetical game. Let's say somebody goes ahead and gives an offer sheet of $33 million. They've done the legwork for you. What do you do?
I think they re-sign him. I think they re-sign him. Again, I don't think they want to not. This is what I'm thinking. I know this sounds weird to believe for everybody, but I think Mark's one who said it. The average lifespan for a billionaire Caucasian is what, 87?
Mm-hmm.
And that's, you don't have much time left. And he's made it known that he's made mistakes. He's ready to win. Now, we're going to see, everybody. We're going to see in less than 2 weeks. The start of
So-
free agency. We're gonna see. March
So
9th.
Here's where you look at this now. And again, this is where you have potential.
We should collab for that too, Mark.
What's that? Free agent frenzy?
Yeah.
Next week?
Because I took the day off Monday. So yeah.
This is Christian Parker on Savon Ravel. Yeah, I'm really excited. Number one, I've had a formal meeting with him last year here at the NFL Combine. Sitting down and talking to him, he's had a hell of a story. There's a lot to him. He wants to work hard at it, and I think that's where it all starts. He has that physicality and physically some of those traits, the high speed, the height, the power, the length. Yeah, I mean, he has all of that. So now it's about just working from the neck of how the position needs to be played. And that's the thing Christian Parker has really talked about is the processing and the mental side of playing football, you know, putting him in the right position and things. And when you're talking, like he was talking this morning on 105.3 The Fan about the gap and a half system, which I really like that philosophy of basically you've got your main gap and then secondarily you have another one and you have overlap. So as you go through, as opposed to two gap defense, they're both my gaps, but this is my main spot that I've got to take care of. And if you remember how bad Kenneth Murray was, he couldn't find his gap to save his life. I mean, you're sitting there looking at the hole is right.
Yeah, man. It's almost like he needed his prescription on his goggles checked. It just seemed like his feel for the gap was, you know, he was guessing. It seemed like that's what it was. Instead of reading your cues, right, and flowing to the ball, he was guessing. That's the only way. That's the only thing that I explain it. Mark is missing the wrong gap. You're guessing. You know, Kenyon Sadiq. Wow, nice long jump.
Damn, did he hit anything?
John Machota posted right now of Jerry speaking on the bus. Jacob Godellis. I'm definitely going to check that out when I'm done this stream. I'm just going to kick back. Again, I was up early, so I got to work tomorrow, but I'll set up a stream as soon as I'm done for tomorrow at 3 o'clock.
All right, let's get a taste of Jerryisms. Let's see if we get any glory
Well,
holes.
there's two questions. Do I see me ending up spending more money than maybe if you put a perfect picture together that the guy that's back there looking at the account would say we don't have any or don't have enough? I could see me being aggressive. I could see us being aggressive in free agency. And by the very virtue of having two number ones, we're going to spend more money in the draft than normally you would spend, even though we don't have a two. Everybody knows those 2 ones are dramatically different than a two financially. So we'll spend money. It'll be like the time that when I first got involved, they had a deal called Plan B. And that was a free agency kind of a start toward free agency. And every team had to expose so many players. And I was so proud of the fact of how much money. I think the figure was over $2 million at the time. But I was so proud of how much money. I think we outspent everybody in Plan B. And I was very proud of that. You have no idea how that cut into my available funds at the time. I have no idea, but I am excited about doing everything we can now to really have a better record than we had last year, a better team than we had last year. That's why we've been doing what we've been doing with the coaching staff. But to answer your question specifically, I would bet that we will spend more money in free agency than we have.
Did you get any of that?
No, that was all double speak.
Plan B, you know, back when you had the players that declared late, it was the Plan B, you know, where you had 5 or 6 players and stuff, and he spent $2 million. Okay. I think he's saying, you know, he was trying to say that they're going to spend more money in free agency, but they're actually going to have to spend more money because they got 2 first-round picks. You do realize that $10 million will be enough to pay your whole rookie pool.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Jerry, what are we talking about? Okay. All right. So we've got a bunch of Jerry clips that are out here. So at some point, the whole interview will be done.
yeah. So definitely stay tuned on that.
Maybe this is Jerry Jones trying to walk back so that way he's got plausible deniability, because when he said we're going all in, everybody, stuck their guns to that and said, you didn't go all in. So now he's saying we're going to spend more money because of the picks. And do I expect to spend? Of course, we expect to spend more money in free agency and so on. So he's got plausible deniability.
Yep. So we'll see, though.
We shall see, because, like you said, we ain't far away from free agency. Legal tampering is a week and a half away. Hard to believe, isn't it?
Unbelievable.
We're not even 3 weeks away from the Super Bowl.
So who's working out tomorrow, everybody? It's quarterbacks and running backs?
Yep.
Or wide receivers?
Yeah, quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs.
Is it? Because who do we have day one? We had defensive linemen, edge rushers, and linebackers. Or no. What was it?
We had D-line, edge rushers, and linebackers.
Okay, and then today it's DBs, safeties, and kickers, and tomorrow it's okay.
So we got all the firepower tomorrow. That's it. All right, you ready to get out of here?
Yeah, we're ready to get out of here, everybody. So let's make sure we all come back and hang out tomorrow. Brian, I'm feeling overwhelmed now because there's too much negativity in here.
Can we afford?
Asia, I'm sorry, sweetie.
Forever Fashion Runway. Can we afford? The Cowboys can afford whoever they want to if they want somebody. It's a matter of do they want him, and I think that they do want him.
I agree. So
all right. Well, good people.
Tight ends. That's what I meant. The ends.
And I'm going to catch you guys on the flip side. We won't be doing the live stream tonight because we.
All right, everybody. I am out of here as well. Thank you all for hanging out. We will be back tomorrow. I don't know. I'm going to set it up for 3:00, just in case I work late. So 3:00 tomorrow, we will be recapping what we see. And thank you, everybody. Please hit the like button on the way out. I appreciate all the support. Talk to you.